This is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
At the Nest from Elgin. We got a big one on tap tonight here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Elgin, undefeated and ranked number 1 in Class 4A in Oklahoma, takes on the number 7 Weatherford Eagles, who have just one loss on the year. First place in District 4A1 on the line tonight here in Elgin. Glenn Brockenbush with Vincent Saylor bringing it to you tonight, and we start off with our Hillary Communications Countdown to Kickoff pregame show. Vincent, we'll talk more about it throughout the pregame show, but, man, this is probably the biggest test that Elgin has gotten since Week 0 against MacArthur.
Yeah, obviously a very good football team. Got some very good players on the outside, including one C.J. Nixon, the number 1 recruit in the state, according to some publications. Commit to OU. He's going to have a formidable task tonight against Big Ant Shea, though, with our tackles, and he's going to line up a lot at receiver and also play some tight end, so he's a big matchup problem. But, hey, at the end of the day, this is one of the best teams that we will play in the regular season. But, hey, we're rolling right now. We're doing some good things on both sides of the ball. So if we can take care of our business and handle like we have been handling, keep the main thing, and like I said, I mean, live up to and play up to that Elgin standard, we should walk away with sole possession of first place in District 4A1 and kind of set up ourselves nicely down the road for that playoff push.
It's going to be a big one tonight. Crisp fall weather in the air.
Finally.
Finally got that football weather that they always talk about. We will talk about this matchup, kind of keys to the game, starting lineups, and more when we come back. We're going to take a break. You're watching Elgin Now Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Landscaping and Irrigation has been providing top-rated professional landscape and irrigation services for the past 25 years. They take your vision for that perfect landscaping project for your home, new construction, or business and make it a reality with their easy financing options. You'll want to make sure to ask them about their seasonal services too. 4D Landscaping and Irrigation. Call 510-9983.
They say the best way to be a good neighbor is to know your neighbors and give a little help when they need it. And when you need a little, you can find help at Ace Hardware in Elgin. Not only do they offer everything from grills to flowers, paint, hardware, and tools, they offer experience to help guide you through the process. And they're happy to take the time to make sure you can do it right. Ace Hardware of Elgin. They're more than just a hardware store. They're your neighbors. Ace Hardware, 7796 Highway 277 in Elgin.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
Arrow Sign Company has been serving Oklahoma and surrounding states for over 60 years. As a family-owned business, our focus has always been on driving people to your door, not just selling you a sign. From custom sign design and manufacturing to installation and service, Arrow Sign has the knowledge and experience to deliver the ideal sign for you while using materials of the highest quality to ensure that your sign will look great for years and years to come. We design and manufacture our signs for longevity, so you get the greatest return on investment possible. Arrow Sign Company, helping your business thrive since 1955.
Are you looking for more than just a job? Paris Foods in Lawton offers a career with a competitive starting wage, opportunity for advancement, life and health insurance, including medical, dental, and vision, as well as 401k retirement plan. At Bar S, you can be proud of a company that gives back to the community. But most of all, you can take pride from making a quality product. Bar S Foods, making the best tasting hot dogs and smoked sausages, the food America likes to eat. So come be a part of a winning team and start your path to success today.
Welcome back to Elgin, where the Owls and the Weatherford Eagles get ready to square off with first place in District 4A1 on the line. The Eagles already played Clinton a few weeks ago and took care of the Red Tornadoes. And this is a Weatherford team that we took on last year in the non-district, back when Elgin was a 5A school. And that was, again, one of those games where it's not that it wasn't close, but I feel like there was some trepidation at first, and then things kind of got rolling.
Yeah, it wasn't a great first half, a little sloppy in the first half. Had a pretty big lead in the first half. Kind of ran away with it there in the second half. I think we did give up a touchdown towards the end. Handled them pretty easily towards the end, but like you said, earlier in the game kind of had some sloppy play and whatnot, and ended up being one of the closer games that we played during the regular season. So like I said, they've got a lot of good football players on their team, got a lot of tradition, very well coached. This is going to be, like I said, one of the toughest tests that we have. And like I said, it's a battle for first place. So a lot on the line tonight. One that we can obviously take care of if we play up to our standard. But if something comes up and, some turnovers, some things like that, we can easily fall behind this team and then have some trouble catching back up. So big one, got to play well tonight. But I think the Owls are up for the test. Talking to Coach Chalmer, had a great week of practice. It was fall breaks. That's why we're playing on Thursday. Got a lot of concurrent students and things like that, so had practices at normal times, so didn't have the school issue to worry about. But still, like I said, had a great week of practice. I think the kids understood and knew what was going on and what this game meant for later in the season. So expect them to come out focused and laser-locked tonight and getting it done.
It's going to be a pretty strong test. We obviously know about C.J. Nixon, the OU commit, but also they got skill positions players all over the place.
Yeah,
good
guys, linebackers,
guys
quarterback.
Guys that we remember from last year, guys like Nick Jett and guys like Sky Scammahorn, and then their quarterback Stone Chisholm, who can move around a little bit. Ace Snowden, I believe, got into the ball game a little bit last year. But right now, we are going to take a look at our
Letterbuck starting lineups. Letterbuck, professional dirt work services at a reasonable rate. Doing business in the Southwest Oklahoma region since 1999. Just off a trail road. Call them today at 580-704-0286. This is your Letterbuck excavation starting lineup, starting with the offensive side of the ball. You got Trace Laura, who's doing a great job so far this year. It's already the school record in touchdown passes. He's got 1,297 yards in the season, 17 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and also that one rushing touchdown. Ritson Meyer, Braxton Antuna as your running backs. Doing a great job there as well. Brody Morrison as one of the receivers. Kason Meyer as another receiver. Both those guys have 14 catches on the year, tied for team lead. Kason's got 5 TD receiving on the year, so he's leading the team there. But everything all starts with those big guys up front. Anthony Ogamora, Jace Williams, Jackson Deal, Hudson Begley, and the one and only Shea Charles Spencer. Colin Donnelly also plays tight end for us, and the offense is run by Adam Castro, doing a great job of mixing up the run run and pass game. So far on the year, the offense is averaging 49.7 points and has 2,638 yards on the year. That is your Letterbuck Excavation starting lineup for the offense. Now for the defense for Letterbuck Excavation starting lineup for the defense. Jace Williams at nose guard. As you can see, Shea Spencer and Tristan Kephart at your two ends. Philip Beavishy, who's really stepped up this year and done a great job at one of those outside linebacker spots, along with Braxton Antuna. In the middle, yours truly, Colin Donnelly, does everything for that defense. Ritson Meyer, also in the middle. You'll see Cody Meyer also there. Josh had a solo. Look for Josh tonight to kind of follow and mirror C.J. Nixon throughout the night. Bryce Martin at that other corner spot. And then your two safeties who have done a great job all year. 3-year starters, Hunter Jackson, and junior third-year starter, Brody Morrison. That is your Letterbuck Excavation starting lineup for the defense. Defense led, as always, by the one and only Jack Baker, Glenn's best friend. So we heard. But, that's your Letterbuck Excavation starting lineups. And we'll take a quick break right here, come back with some more Hillary Countdown, the communications countdown to kickoff. You're watching Elgin Iowa football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in over 50 communities statewide. From those roots, our investment in education springs forth, helping to raise the Oklahoma leaders of tomorrow while providing financial strength to the business leaders of today. That's the kind of loyalty that helps entire communities thrive. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
Check out the all-new Blutique store located off State Highway 17 in Elgin. They have an amazing selection of pre-loved name brand men's, women's, and children's clothing and jewelry, including a large selection of sterling silver. They also have new home decor, comforter sets, candles, toys, and over 50 flavors of Jordan Skinny syrups in stock. Whether it's for yourself or giving the perfect gift, Blutique, open Wednesday through Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. off State Highway 17 in Elgin.
Step into the best chapter of your life, one with rheumatology care from a provider who focuses on your well-being and getting you back to what matters most. Dr. Shahzad is dedicated to building long-lasting relationships based on trust and medical integrity with every single patient. Schedule your telemedicine appointment today. Don't let rheumatoid arthritis or other inflammatory conditions stop you from enjoying life. MMG, the power of many for the benefit of one.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options, lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Back in Elgin, where the Owls, undefeated and largely untested this year, ever since that win over Lawton MacArthur in the first week of the season, really have kind of kept it in cruise control. They've looked absolutely dominant most of the time. There have been a few hiccups here and there. Just luckily the they haven't cost us any games. Maybe a turnover here or a penalty there that I'm sure Coach White and staff would love to kind of iron out. But that's what those games are for, so that in games like tonight, you are at your crispest. This is, as you mentioned, fall break, so, hoping that everything is kind of been taken care of in terms of, focus for these players, because this is going to be a big one. Stone Chisholm is their quarterback at Weatherford, and he has been a quarterback for a couple of years now. A good athlete.
Yeah.
We'll
talk a little bit about it during the keys of the game, but yeah, he's a very good athlete, can get outside on the run. Got to do a good job of containing him in that run game, because like I said, he likes to use his feet and get outside of the pocket. They're more heavy run, but they will throw the ball around, and when he does throw the ball around, he likes to actually take off and run too. So got to keep contained there.
Yeah, the Weatherford, under a new head coach, actually, I believe, Taylor Sossaman. They were under the roofs, no pun intended, but Reagan Roof was the head coach here for a long time, and that's a family that's done a lot for them. In terms of their running game, I mean, Stone Chisholm kind of is their running game in some ways, out of the quarterback position, rushing for, I believe, 42.5 yards per game. Jackson Blackman is going to be one of their running backs. And as you mentioned, that C.J. Nixon is going to be one of their top performers. Obviously, one of the best players in the entire state. We saw him a little bit last year. I think back then he was really largely considered more of a pass rusher, a defender in terms of a prospect. You look at some of the recruiting bases there. They're kind of considering more of an offensive player now. And I think you and I both really liked what he did offensively last year.
Yeah, you'll see them. He kind of that flex tight end type. I mean, the kind of Travis Kelce, Evan Ingram type of tight end that, like I said, doesn't always necessarily line up on the end of the line of scrimmage. They'll flex him out at receiver some and things like that. Was getting recruited originally as a pass rusher, but the more and more time that has gone on, he's a super big basketball player as well. The more and more time's going on, it seems like some of those colleges are starting to like him more in that kind of flex tight end spot. He is an OU commit, so he has committed to OU there with Weatherford's Ethan Downs, still up there and playing some pretty good football for the Sooners right now. So yeah, he's going to be our biggest test tonight. Like I said, look for him both on the offensive side of the ball and the defensive side of the ball. He still does play that defensive end spot. He's number 88. You'll see him. He kind of jumps out on the screen a little. But I mean, this is going to be the biggest test he's had so far this year, too, playing against a big Anthony Ogumore and Jace Williams, and then also Shea Spencer on the other side of the line playing that tackle. So, I mean, these are the best two tackles he's probably faced all year.
Sure.
Look for Josh Adesola to probably spy and mirror him when he lines up at that receiver spot. So, whatever side of the ball he's going to be on, you see Josh go over there and Bryce go on the opposite side. Nothing against Bryce, but just, like I said, he's about 6'5", 6'6". Josh gives a little bit more height out there, a little bit more physicality. So, like I said, nothing to slight Bryce, but just want to keep Bryce out of those potential jump ball situations and things like that, because that's one of the things that they really like to do with him.
Yeah, it looks like the Pride of Elgin is getting ready to take the field. We want to go ahead and do our keys to the game before, or we want to go take a break real quick?
We'll do it when we get back. Talk to Coach White. Got some good ones for this week, so we'll take a quick break while the Pride of Elgin gets ready to get out here. We'll have those guys for you at halftime. It's also Little League night, so we'll have the Little League guys running across the field. May have a little special appearance by a Little Leaguer or two at some point during the game. But we're going to take a quick commercial break. You're watching Elgin Island football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Lawton Fort Sill Regional Airport, just 1 mile to anywhere, offering non-stop service to Dallas-Fort Worth. Fast, friendly, and convenient without all the hassles. Easy parking, and with close proximity to your arrivals and departures, all in their newly renovated terminal. Here to there in just 1 mile. To book your mile to anywhere destination from LAW, log on to AA.com. or call 800-433-7300. Scott's House of Flowers in Elgin has been proud to serve Elgin and the surrounding area with a wide variety of flowers and gifts for all occasions. Come see them for great gift ideas, including the exclusive Tyler candles. And who couldn't resist Sweet Shop USA, featuring handmade grand truffles. Scott's House of Flowers, just off Highway 277 in Elgin. Delivery available, or stop by for easy pickup. Phone 492-4880. Scott's House of Flowers.
Landmarks. They stand as symbols, reminding us of history and moments that shape our lives. We create our own landmarks. At Becker-Raybon Funeral Home, we understand the importance of honoring these moments. Let our compassionate team help you celebrate the life and legacy of your loved one. Offering a range of services to honor the stories that matter most, we believe that every life leaves a mark that deserves to be cherished and remembered. Becker-Raybon Funeral Home, honoring the landmarks of your life.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. So at Firehouse Subs, we don't just make subs, we make subs that are big, bold, and craveable. We make our subs differently because our subs make a difference. Whether you order online or on our app, Firehouse Subs Rapid Rescue to Go will have your subs boxed, bagged, and ready for pickup. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
When it comes to your health, you want and deserve the best. You want a hospital with the highest quality scores in the region and one that provides safe, excellent care. Southwestern Medical Center has been a part of this community for 115 years and has a history of delivering compassionate, skilled health care to Lawton and Fort Sill. Choose the hospital that has always put the health of this community first. Southwestern Medical Center. Be well. Live well. That's why we're here.
Pizza Hut, you owe Chicago an apology.
Tavern style pizza is our thing. Why couldn't you be happy with deep dish like all the tourists? That's good.
And you just had to make it so crispy and delicious.
It's perfection.
They put the toppings all the way to the edge.
It's cut in the shareable square.
That's delicious.
What's your deal, Pizza Hut?
Your secret's out, Chicago. Try any of our large Chicago tavern-style recipes for just $12 each.
Hey, Pizza Hut, you owe Chicago an apology.
Sorry, Chicago. No one out pizzas the Hut.
Apology accepted.
Are you prepared for summer? We are.
Keep your air conditioner ready with a Miller Noble Heating and Air Maintenance Plan. We service all makes and models from Bryant, Carrier, and Lennox. Just need a repair? We can do that. Can't pay for it all at once? We offer financing plans too. Is it time to replace your old system? We offer free estimates on new systems. Click or call today and stay comfortable with Miller Noble Heating and Air.
At Billingsley Ford, we pride ourselves on the integrity and transparency of our pricing. The price you see is the price you pay. As your hometown Ford dealer, that's the way it should be.
I'm Grant Billingsley, and that's the Billingsley way.
Bring home the win at Billingsley Hyundai with huge savings every day from our massive inventory of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Come by today and see how we can help find a winning deal for you with America's best warranty. Now that's the Billingsley way.
The heart of Oklahoma, where your home isn't just a place, it's your peace. At Century Roofing, we understand the importance of protecting your peace. We're experts in roofing technology, techniques, and customer service because we care about Oklahoma and we care about you. At Century Roofing, we combine quality craftsmanship and exceptional service because your home deserves the best. Century Roofing, staying on guard for Oklahoma.
Southwest Foot and Ankle Clinic has specialized in the medical and surgical treatment of the foot and ankle for the past 40 years. And they provide all treatments under one roof. From x-rays, radial pulse therapy treatment, to surgical treatments, all with one goal in mind, providing the highest quality medical care with good old-fashioned Oklahoma compassion. Call to set up an appointment today. Southwest Foot and Ankle. 580-357-8720.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-265-6449. No referral needed. Mention Oklahoma Sports Network and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
Back from Elgin, where the Elgin Owls and Weatherford Eagles are getting ready to kick off soon.
Well,
we're going to look at our keys to the game, brought to you by Coolco LLC. Stay comfortable year-round with their expert HVAC services, providing efficient heating and cooling solutions available for all your comfort needs. Call them today at 580-704-9838. Vincent, you talked to Coach Chalmer Wyatt this week. What are some of the keys to first half keys to the game brought to you by Coolco?
Yeah, I kind of talked about them quickly there. We'll talk about the defensive ones first, then we'll go probably to the coin toss, then we'll talk about the offensive ones. But on the defense side, we talked a little bit about it. We've got to contain number 88, C.J. Nixon. Two ways to do that is to get pressure and then double him and bracket him on the outside. And like I said, Josh is going to follow him. Avoid the big play. Like I said, he's a matchup mayhem. So avoid the big play and then account for the QB in the run game.
All right, we're going to send it down to Joe Absher, who's got the down on the field for the coin flip. Brought to you by Rowan and Robertson Pediatric Therapy.
He's the umpire. That's Mr. Melton. He's going to be one of the back judges. That's Mr. Byford. He's going to be on that side. That's Mr. Morse. He's going to be on that side. And that's Mr. Pratt. He's going to be a back judge too. Okay, gentlemen, you've been chosen as captains. We expect you to act as such. Okay. We expect good sportsmanship till that clock reaches 000 at the end of the game, all right? As you can see, I'm an old fat man. I hate to chase footballs around the field, okay? Hand the ball to the nearest official when you get tackled, okay? All right, here we go. I got a coin here. That's tails.
Man, he's honest.
That's heads, all right? You call it. You tell me what he says. If I drop it, we'll do it again.
Yeah, tails.
What'd he say? It is a heads.
We'll take the ball.
You wish to receive.
Trace Laura, number 3, says we are going to take the ball.
There you are.
Yeah, well, sorry, Joe. Didn't mean to cut you off there. But, yeah, Trace Laura with Jace Williams, Colin Donnelly, and Shea Charles Spencer as the normal 4 captains.
Fifth captain tonight is Gabe Rush. And then we got our practice players of the week, Micah Keybone and Jacob Jackson down there. So that's your –
We're going to go straight to Coach Wyatt right here. Coach Wyatt, big district matchup. What are you thinking about tonight's game?
I just want to come out and set the tone. You know, I think we need to establish the line of scrimmage early and keep moving the ball forward.
Sounds good. Good.
All right, that was Coach Chalmer Wyatt as the team is getting ready to come out of the inflatable.
Black flag bearer tonight is Shea Charles Spencer. We're kind of going back to those keys to the game.
Yeah, offensive keys to the game.
Well, we'll let Shea get out here, and then we'll talk about defensive keys to the game as we move forward. I want to thank our coin toss sponsor again, Rowan and Robertson. But here comes your Owls.
6-0, and that's going to kind of do it for our Hillary countdown to kickoff. But this is going to be a big one.
It's going to be a fun one.
You can feel the excitement. This feels like almost like an elimination game or a playoff status game.
Yeah, obviously, I mean, both teams are undefeated on the season through district play at least. Weatherford does have the one loss in non-district play, but both of them are undefeated. So whoever takes care of this one tonight will obviously control their own destiny. Got 3 big games leading up to this one. Travel to Douglas next week. Then have the Clinton Red Tornadoes coming here. Mm-hmm. And then also you've got the last game of the season, Battle of the Wichita's there.
That's right.
On the road at Cash. But kind of to go over those keys to the game, Coolco keys to the game. On the defensive side of the ball, on the offensive side of the ball tonight, sorry about that. We got to get up to the second level in the running game. 3 very, very good linebackers. So if we can get to that second level with our blockers, Ritson's going to have a big game tonight. connect in the passing game and keep them off balance with a good run-pass balance. We've been doing a very good job of that so far this year. Been kind of ground and pound in the past, but this year Trace has really stepped up and done a great job and has really led the team to higher heights and whatnot. So look forward to kind of getting him. They play kind of that same cover 3 look that we saw against Bridge Creek, and obviously Trace had a huge game against those guys. So look for some of those seams and some of those deep posts to potentially be open tonight.
Yeah, we kind of cut him off and kind of was running a little close. But man, Joe Absher, you're down there with your boy. What's the atmosphere down there?
Man, it's good. I just heard Jace Williams say set the tone. I think they're going to come and try to run it right at him, see how it rolls.
Man, looking down there right by Joe, we got Hudson Begley and Shea Spencer just beating the snot out of each other. I'm like, let's save a little intensity for the ball game, boys.
Hey, that's how you get ready, Glenn.
Yeah. I mean, you and I do it before every broadcast. You punch me in the face a little bit, and then you
should see what we do here in the booth. One of these days, we're going to have a reality show up here. And keep,
we'll have a second camera just watching us, and but we're going to have the kickoff. Here, looks like Jake Crisp is going to be the Weatherford Eagles' main, at least their kickoff specialist. I was talking earlier, I think Yair Chavez is going to be their main field goal and PAT specialist, but looks like Crisp is going to kick it off. And once again, it's going to be a Wayne's driving kickoff. Come on, everybody. Let's go to Wayne's. We even got the shirts to prove it now.
We have shirts now.
Shout out to Joe and Wayne's Drive-In, 2 locations at Gore and Cash Road. We are ready for some football. Weatherford in the silver.
Whoa.
Kicking it deep, and it's going to go into the end zone. So Elgin, and they're all red, kind of the blood red, wearing tonight as the offense led, of course, by the quarterback, the sheriff, the gunslinger, Mr. Trace Laura, with Ritson Meyer in the backfield.
Yeah, Trace is completing 68% of his passes on the year for 1,297 yards, 17 touchdowns through 6 games. Pretty good little start going for him. Only 2 interceptions. Also the 1 touchdown on the ground as well.
First down at the 20-yard line. Going to be handoff to Meyer. He's going to go right up the gut. Plenty of room. He's going to have the first down and more. Going to skip over a man and get out of bounds. Be pushed out of bounds after a gain of probably about 20, maybe a little more. Maybe they're going to put him out at about the 43. So a gain of 23 yards to start the ball game.
Just an inside zone right there to the left side, following the big ant and Jace Williams on the left side. And great job right there of getting some positive yards.
Yeah,
not quite as long as that first run last week, but we'll take it.
They're going to line up C.J. Nixon on that kind of weak side, I guess you would call it. And they're going to hand it to Meyer. Meyer's going to follow the block of Shea Spencer. He's got a block from Eaton as well, and he's going to finally be brought down in Weatherford territory. 2 carries, going to get about 60 yards. Not a bad start for Ritson.
No, not a bad start at all for Ritson right there. Good job by Donnelly right there, coming down and getting the big block, and then Shea Spencer leading the way.
Yeah, and then Adam Eaton there again, kind of throwing
Southwest
the hands up.
Bedliner replay there.
And it is it's going to be interesting to see how the is that a flop there by Jackson or Jake? No, Jackson. Okay,
Jackson. Jackson Deal is center.
Dear Deal family, give your children names that don't start with J. No, I'm kidding.
Well, the band guy's Peyton, so I mean they got one out there.
Well, which band guy? Because Jake is in the band as well.
You're correct.
See, I'm paying attention when the band
there
plays.
The
offense is going to be interesting to see. It's a little thing, but this is probably going to be the coldest temperature they've played in probably since last year. I don't know if that meant you played in all sorts of weather. Does that matter in terms of getting the blood pumping at all?
I think the biggest issue tonight potentially might be the wind, not necessarily the.
Speak of the devil, I don't know if the wind caught it there, but definitely kind of a lower pass from Trace. If it was higher, I don't know if Brody is able to get a little bit more because Scammahorn was kind of on him like a blanket, but
nothing like a cool south breeze.
Right, there we go.
Like
you said, you're still in the 60s. By the time the game's in, you might be in the 50s. I mean, that's probably not going to make that much of a difference. When it gets kind of frigid
we're all wearing
temperatures.
long sleeves up here in the booth.
Yeah,
and
once you get to those frigid temperatures and stuff like that with the cold ball, I mean, that does make a little bit of a difference. But like I said, the biggest issue potentially tonight might be the wind.
It's going to be that underneath run to Kaysen. This is the play that we've had so much success with, and we're going to be a face mask there. I think that was Stone Chisholm, the quarterback. Is that what you saw, Joe?
Absolutely. Okay. Face mask.
Yeah, so that's going to give us a first down.
And literally last week, I think I started off by saying, hey, this is the play we've had success with. And sure enough, right out of the gate, went for a touchdown last week. You know, we submit all of our top plays.
Looks like it's going to be offsetting. There's 2 fouls on the play. That's what I was looking at.
Interesting.
So it brings up a second and short again. So
hey, I said this last year, but, you know, there's always kind of telltales. You can tell when a game is big. The atmosphere feels different. You know how else you can tell a game is big? Joey Goodman of
here
the
in person,
in the flesh.
They got another one across town tonight.
In the hover round, yeah.
You got MacArthur playing Midwest City.
That's a big one in 5A. And Ritzenmeyer's got room. He's going to try and run over a man. How you like some knee and some thigh into the red zone? Brought to you by Rising Eagle Brewery.
Yeah, Ritzen's off to a great start right now. One of the big keys to the game was getting those linemen up to the second level, and right now they're doing a great job. And Ritzen's doing a good job of finding those big holes and then using that power and athleticism that he has to get some big positive yards.
What did we say last week about almost like reverse jinxing Brody Morrison about talking, Brody hasn't scored, Brody hasn't scored, and then he erupts. What did we talk about off air before this? How much the passing game has erupted, and now it's all run, run, run. But here is a pass. He's going to be looking. Morrison, no, it's Adesola, and it's going to be out of the hands of Adesola. I think Trace would tell you Josh probably wasn't his intended target. It goes right through the hands of Brody and then through the hands, in and out of the hands of Josh. That would have been a tough catch.
Would have been a real tough catch. Yeah. I think his feet were in bounds, so if he would have made it.
Joe. That's what I saw
close.
from here.
A little speed coming right here. 2nd down and 10. Want to pick up some positive yards right here.
2nd and 10 handoff. Meyer going to power his way between the tackles, be pushed down. Looks like that was Hudson Makes Cry pushing him down.
See, kind of inside, about the 12-yard line, so about 6 or 7 yards. Well, what do you think? About 7 yards to pick up right here, so maybe 4 down territory. So,
yeah, we're going to send Josh Adesola back out there, and Collins going to come out. So we're going to have 3 receivers, 1 tight end and Eaton to the left. Looked like Hammonds was trying to kind of provide a blitz there, number 44, and they look like, are they showing blitz, or are they going to kind of drop back? That linebacker, they're going to bring a little bit of pressure, and in response, they're going to run it up the gut with Meyer. Meyer's going to try to get to the 5. That should be a first down. How's that O-line look from your perspective there, Joe?
Definitely taking it to him, just like that.
Hoping that hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, when you know you're playing like Big Ant and Jace and that whole offensive line, I mean, like you said, when you know you're playing supposedly the number 1 player in the state and all that kind of stuff, it's motivation for you. So
Absolutely.
They're doing a good job of shooting off the ball and getting after the entire defensive front of Weatherford, not only just C.J. Nixon. See if we can punch it in right here.
It has been a pretty long drive, and it's going to be handoff to Meyer. Stopped at first glance. And he's going to push his way in there.
Yes,
is it a touchdown? Yes, it is. That is an Elgin now. Touchdown.
Big job right there. Great job by Ritzenmeyer right there, following his blockers, then finding a way to sniff that end zone and get the ball over the goal line there.
Kind of landed on top of somebody, pushed the ball out.
Okay. Yeah, that was a great job by Ritzen right there. Great job by the offensive line. Really, really moved the ball all game. On the ground mostly. Got a couple passes here and there.
Yeah, I think there was just the one completion, if I remember correctly, to Brody for about 7 or 8 yards. But with 8:26 left to go in the first quarter, Elgin 7, Weatherford 0. You're watching Owl Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Lawton Community Health Center's high-quality health care is convenient to wherever you are in the region. We're here for you, whether it's our main clinic on Southwest Lee Boulevard or any of our other locations in Lawton. LCHC has additional clinics in Marlow, Comanche, Cache, Medicine Park, Apache, Elgin, and Burns Flat, with more on the way. Enjoy peace of mind knowing quality care from experienced providers is always available. LCHC, your hometown healthcare.
$8:26 to go in the first quarter. Elgin strikes first blood with a 4-yard touchdown from Ritson Meyer. And we got another Wings Drive-In kickoff for the best chicken strips, pizza, burgers, shakes, drinks, and more. Come on, everybody, let's go to Wings! Reminder that our first quarter, meant to mention, Comanche Home Center and Ace Hardware. Of course, they got that location here in Elgin. They got one in Lawton as well. Phil Kennedy and them do a great job. So here comes Adon Delgado with the kick. Into the October sky. It'll be taken out about the 20-21-yard line. He's going to go up to about the 33. I want to say it was Nick Jett bringing it up. I know he was kind of one of their special teams aces last year. And
R&J Motors drive summary real quick right here. About an 80-yard touchdown drive, mostly on the ground and mostly by Ritson Meyer. Ritson does a great job of finishing off the drive after some big, long runs with a 4-yard touchdown plunge to make it 7-0. That's your R&J Motors drive summary.
So Weatherford's going to come out, the Weatherford Eagles with the silver helmets, and they run a guy onto the field at the last moment, and then you're going to try to hand the ball off, and he'll be brought down immediately. Actually, Stone Chisholm caught it, actually.
Yeah, kind of an odd deal there, kind of a quarterback power, but somebody wasn't on the field and kind of came on late. Probably didn't have enough blockers up there. But great job right there by Shea Spencer, and those guys get big penetration on the way back there and makes it a 2nd and long. Crowd's really into it tonight, as you can hear, possibly. What you got, Joe?
Having some connectivity issues with Joe. We'll try to fix those. It's going to be handoff, and he's going to be swung around and brought down by that black flag defense. I believe Ritson Meyer was the first blush there.
I was just going to make a point. I was noticing where Adesola is going to mirror 88 tonight.
So. Yeah, we talked a little bit about that, and that's going to be a really interesting matchup because you think about, and I really like the analogy that you made, Vincent, was, and we're not, people get so easily triggered by comparisons like, oh, you're saying he's the next guy? No, we're saying they use him. He is built in that mold where he's not your traditional old-school tight end where he's essentially another lineman who's a little bit faster, a little slimmer.
No, he's a great basketball player. He also gets recruited some. But
one of the best basketball players I've seen. And
Chisholm's
going to throw it deep, jump ball, and off one hand of C.J. Nixon as he runs out of bounds. So that'll bring up 4th down.
You're going to see Josh follow him around tonight, like I said, more because that's the type of balls that they like to throw to him, those jump ball fade routes there. Josh has got about 3 or 4 inches on Bryce, so it gives it a little bit of a better matchup. And then, like I said, you also saw Hunter over top, so we're going to kind of bracket him as well. So
that's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah. Big matchup, though, all night because, like I said, he's the type that can take one quickly 80 yards.
Punt, man, did that get tipped? It was hard to tell. I think it was just low, wobbly. And, man, Brody Morrison leaves it on the turf, and did they recover it? Who recovered it?
Got back on it.
He got back on it, but I tell you what, guys, his eyes got big because there was a lane to the outside.
Yeah, there was nobody on the outside over here. I think he looked up and saw that and didn't look it all the way in. Brody's an infielder by trade, so he'll look that one in a little bit better next time.
He didn't have a glove with him that time either, though.
So let's see what the offense comes out and do. Did a great job on that first drive of absolutely ground and pound and do a good job of kind of pushing that line of scrimmage back and working their way up to those linebackers. So let's see if we can continue that going.
It's going to be one of the bigger and more physical defenses we have faced up to this point this year. I think size-wise, maybe even bigger than MacArthur per person. Going to throw a quick little curl, and Meyer is going to get down into Weatherford territory, past the 50, about the 48-yard line. Good sportsmanship there, as it looked like Austin Burkeen helped Meyer up, and he's a little gimpy, kind of walking to the sideline. They're going to bring Braxton in.
He got kind of a helmet right on the knee, so as he gets off the sideline, he's looking a little bit better as he's jogging on. That's one thing of Richmond's game that we don't talk a lot about. But, I mean, coming into the game, he had 164 yards also through the air and 2 touchdowns there. So
yeah, essentially another receiver.
Yeah,
I mean, he lined up as a receiver on that play. They're going to go wide to Antuna, and this is what he brings, a little more speed. There is a flag, though. Easier to see when they're yellow, it turns out, and we're not on a grass field, and we're not in the stands.
I think they're going to get Shea for a hold right there. So, yeah, it's going to push us back 1st and 20.
Yeah, we are back, and glad to be back in the nest and back inside the actual booth. Although the weather was nice last week. I don't think I would want to be doing it tonight.
I don't think we got Sadie in here with us as well. After that debacle 2 weeks ago, we decided to get Sadie in here, and it's doing well. Sometime point tonight, I'll get Sadie to show you that cool little moon we got going on here too, right above the nest.
That's right. So 1st and 20 now from the 41. Laura's going to drop back. He's going to throw it towards the sideline. Caught by Adam Eaton, and he's going to be brought down at about the 48 or 49-yard line. They're going to give him the 49, it looks like.
Talked to Adam's dad a little bit before the game. Came in the booth, and Chris and I were getting all set up, and his grandma's out there watching, I think, in Washington State is what we heard. So got to see your grandson make a good catch right there. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all of y'all watching everywhere throughout the country. I know we got some eyes on us in Louisiana, I know for sure.
Yeah. And going to go forward on 2nd and 12.
That's the way you run a counter right there.
Yeah, I mean, picked up good positive yards. Makes it to that 3rd manageable after falling behind the sticks 1st and 20. Look for Trace right here, maybe to get on the outside.
Going NASCAR here, going fast. 3rd and 6 now. And kind of looking to the sideline for some final directions. Laura's going to throw it, and it's, right through the breadbasket of Kaysen Meyer. If Kaysen catches that, it's easily a first down. Right at the first down, but I believe about a yard past it, and then just no luck there. So
yeah, Kaysen kind of looked up before he caught it to try and make that move or so and try and get upfield, but got to secure it first. And Kaysen's done a good job all year. Leading him, like I said, him and Brody are leading the team with 14 catches apiece. Kaysen's got 5 TDs leading the team there. So one that obviously he wants back.
Well, but, Brody actually, has 1 catch tonight as well. So a high snap over the head of Donnelly. Donnelly is going to pick it up, and he's going to try to punt it. It's going to be blocked. And on the ground it doesn't really matter who recovers it, because at that point it is Weatherford ball at the 30. So just a disaster there, special teams-wise. That's going to set up the Eagles in prime position, but the Black Flag defense, we've seen them buckle or, tighten up all year. See what they can do here.
Yeah, short field to work with here. Obviously, sudden change, almost like a turnover. But good job there by the Weatherforders getting some push back there. And good job of Colin at least falling on top of it and trying to get rid of it as best he could.
So they're sending guys in last minute, kind of. They've got Nixon to the bottom of your screen, number 88, and it's a low snap. Chisholm's going to pick it up. He's going to throw it to the right to the end zone, and it is through the hands of his receiver. Looked like that was, I believe, Jake Crisp.
Had a couple people downfield, so may want to look at that later in the game. Oh, they're going.
They're already ready, and Crisp is not in the game, so they're coming back. Chisholm is going to scramble a little bit. He's going to throw it deep again, and it is over the head and hand of, I believe, Cy Scamahorn. And he's going to come out. So it's like they're just putting guys – it's almost like hockey, like a line change.
Line change and just running deep.
Just next man up, literally. And they're going to run the play again, I believe. And
no,
Shea Spencer said, no, sir. Sit down, Mr. Chisholm. Shea Spencer, the emotional leader, going all Tarzan.
Great job right there. Good job by Bryce Martin, though, sticking with it on those 2 earlier. Probably go with something similar right here, kind of in no man's land at the 35-yard line. Look for them maybe to try and throw a jump ball up to C.J. Nixon, see if they can get either a cheap first down.
So long 4th down now, 4th and 15.
Yeah, like I said, but they're kind of in that no man's land. So
We've got Nixon. We've got a running back. We've got two guys.
See if we can get some pressure on him, though. See,
He's
going to throw it
looking deep for Nixon. Double teamed. He's going to just try high point it, and it's incomplete.
Great job.
Turnover on downs. And Jack Baker vehemently points in the other direction, says, "Baby, we taking that baby back."
Yeah, great job by the defense right there. Kind of a little trick formation and whatnot, playing that line change type deal, and just trying to take 4 shots to the end zone. And great job by the DBs of not allowing any catches back there, and gets the ball right back to the offense.
I tell you, one thing I've noticed on the throws to 88, they've both been pretty much out of bounds. He catches them, he's out anyways.
Right.
Yeah, so
Josh is doing a good job of kind of pushing him to that sideline, not allowing him a free release. But like I said, he knows he's got to help over top with Hunter there.
I was going to say, it also asks poses the question, what does Chisholm see across the middle of the field that he doesn't try to throw him more inbounds or kind of closer to the numbers? It's going to be a handoff to Meyer. Meyer's got room. Meyer's going to jitterbug his way to the 50. He's going to stiff arm a man to be pushed out of bounds by Stone Chisholm at about the 40-yard line. That's going to be another first down for Elgin. And, man, at this point, I got to believe Ritson's
got to
really
be over 100 yards. Yeah.
And we've got 3:55 left in the first.
Yeah, he didn't have 100 yards last week. Like I said, kind of went a little bit pass happy because of the way that the defense was set up. And so, like I said, he wanted to come out tonight and prove a point. And he has done that and more. Going to counter back this way.
Meyer's going to go up the gut, man. You talk about running to the second level.
Yeah.
I mean, they've done that really well.
Yeah, they're doing a great job on the offensive front right now of creating huge holes. And Ritson's doing a good job of following those blockers. And then once he gets to that second level, there's not many linebackers and corners or safeties that are as big as him to bring him down.
There's not many that's going to step in and fill that hole either.
I would.
I do not volunteer as tribute. Big line, going to hand off. Slow at first, but Meyer's going to kind of patiently work his way. There is a flag, though. And it's going to be in the vicinity of holding.
Yeah. Second and short now turns to a second and long.
Tell you what, he didn't throw that flag till it was 3 yards by him.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, there's really no lineman there by the time the play had happened, or by the time the flag got thrown. So you're absolutely right, Joe. And it's going to be a
yeah. So you want to, like I said,
want
to pick up some good yardage right here to make it a third and manageable. Josh on the outside all by himself over here.
Now we got another flag.
So that's going to get us back to second and get some of the yardage back. Makes it 2nd and 7.
So Elgin coming off that win against Bridge Creek last week, and
Bridge Creek and Cash are playing tonight. We've got a bunch of games on the network tonight with fall break going on.
Yeah.
Then we've got a couple games tomorrow, but most of them tonight.
2nd and 7 from the 36. Laura's going to drop back to pass. He's going to throw it quickly across the middle. Eden swung down at right about the 20, and that will put them, or should put them,
right
in that,
at that
Rising Eagle Brewery red zone.
Tell you what, it's nice to be 6'7". He just leaned forward for 4 yards.
Yeah, I didn't get those jeans.
If you did, they'd be way too long on you.
Yeah. Hey! No, the
dad joke at its finest.
At least yours are official. I don't have an excuse. It's going to be a handoff to Meyer. He's going to try to break it outside. Going to be brought down. Looks like Daxton Bainey.
Yeah, good job by that defensive end to kind of folding back. Looked like Ritson had a hole there, but kind of fell back into it right there. Brought him down from behind.
So, going to be right at about the 17. It's going to be handoff.
Outside zone.
Outside zone to Meyer. He's going to pull his way into the end zone. Touchdown! Or, yes, they're going to give him the touchdown. I think he broke the plane.
Yeah, great job by the defensive back right there to kind of punch it out at the end, but Ritson had already got into the end zone for the big touchdown. Makes it 13-0. Check it out in the Southwest Bedliner replay. He's in.
Wow, that
close.
is close, though. That is very close. Too close for comfort. Adon Delgado coming in for the kick. Kick is up. And kick is good. Nick Jett nearly got a hand on it, but the kick is good. So with 1:55 to go in the first, Elgin 14, Weatherford 0. You're watching L Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Your job can get dirty. You need a solution. At Waste Solutions, we offer front-end loaders, roll-off containers, and dumpsters for any job, large or small. We also provide residential trash services for Lawton's outlying communities. We've got a solution for small businesses, contractors, construction companies, and everybody in between. We're a locally owned company, and we've been serving our community for 21 years. We love Southwest Oklahoma, and we take care of our own. Every dirty problem has a solution. Waste Solutions. Click or call today.
Back in Elgin, where Adon Delgado gets ready for another Wayne's driving kickoff. Come on, everybody. Let's go to Wayne's. Delgado going to put his foot into it. Hasn't really gone deep recently. It's going to be taken at the 25, plowing forward and being stopped by that Elgin defense / special teams right at about the 35. So
yeah, RJ Motors drive summary right there. Good job on the drive by the offense after the turnover on downs. About a 65-yard drive, give or take. Some through the air and some through the grounds. Good job of mixing it up. Adam Eaton, I know, had a big catch at some point during the drive, but it was capped off by the nice run there by Ritson Meyer, his second of the night. Makes it 14-0. That's your RJ Motors drive.
And that was a pretty big collision. Ritson just bounced right off.
Yeah. He tends to do that.
Just physically, it's a marvel to watch a lot of the time. They're going to kind of do a little end around. In no man's land is Nick Jett, and he's going to be swallowed up by that black flag defense. Looks like Tristan Kephart and Ritson Meyer were the first to meet him.
Yeah, great job right there by Braxton of kind of forcing the issue and getting his hand on him. Kind of split that receiver and defensive end, tight end, and was able to get the big pickup right there.
Already dark out here as we are officially in fall, I feel like.
Yeah, we're there now.
Yeah, we're there. Oklahoma finally made up its mind, apparently.
Oh, it'll be back to 100 before the end of the week.
Don't say that. Second and 15, pass to the outside, and while it is complete to number 24, Cooper Bryant, that's still not enough,
nope,
I believe,
enough
to
for the
pick
first.
up a first. So it's going to set up about
big play
third.
right here on this side of the 50. We can get some
6.
lost yardage. Yeah, if we can get some lost yardage right here or hold them no gain, probably see a punt coming up.
Looks like we also not only going to drop back, Chisholm is going to throw it. It's going to be over the head of Nixon. And if that throws a little lower, I think Nixon, it's going to be tough, though, because he had
yeah, Josh read that one pretty good
right
and almost
there.
kind of cut underneath it. So kind of lucky for the quarterback that he kind of airmailed that one a little because Josh could have maybe had that pick six right there. But either way, incomplete pass brings up a fourth down in a punting situation.
We got it.
See if Brody can get his hands on this one.
This was Channel 7 KSWO's Game of the Week. You see Jimmy down there, I believe. And then in addition to Joey Goodman, I believe Steve Miller. Shout out to Steve Miller, the photographer down there. And it's going to be a good kick, and I think Brody's going to be a little more cautious with this one. And it's going to take a bounce. Brody's going to pick it up. He's going to go to about the 15 and get swung down.
I just don't think
interesting question there.
Well, I don't know if he knew if it hit Bryce or not. Bryce was kind of around that area, and it was close to his foot. So I think Brody, just to be cautious and safe, decided to pick it up.
So,
like I said, you want to yell Peter, Peter, Peter to get all those blockers out of the way so that way it doesn't hit him. And I don't know if it hit him or not.
But also,
but
there's no, referees aren't going to signify to you whether it touched a receiving team player or not.
No,
You kind of have to be better safe than sorry. Err on the side of caution in that case. And so at the 15, with 49 seconds to go in our Ace Hardware first quarter, pistol formation, 3 receivers, and it's going to be a pass play. Laura is going to dump it out, and it's going to be over the head of Meyer.
So kind of a little wide right there, trying to set up a screen. Had a good few blockers out in front of him. They want to maybe just take a little bit off of that one if you're Trace, but falls to the ground, makes it 2nd and 10. Got trips over here to the near side. See what we decide to run right here. Outside zone to the right.
Man.
Good job.
It's almost like when you talk about a football player, a baseball player who just, I know they talked about this with.
Might take that one to the quarter.
Okay. Well, yeah, 27. I was going to say, Ritson, you were a baseball fan and baseball player yourself. It's almost like what they talked about with like Josh Hamilton or Ken Griffey. It's like, well, you play that hard, you're going to get hurt. It's like he doesn't know any other way.
No.
There's so many times where Ritson could kind of not go for all the contact, but he that's not Ritson's style. And Ritson's all about that style. So 4 receivers set.
Yeah, they're going to go to
Meyer,
yep.
and it looks like they are going to let it go to the end of the first quarter. So 14-0 our score. Elgin leads Weatherford in a big District 4A1 game into the first quarter. We'll bring you the second quarter. We come back from commercial. You're watching Elgin football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
D Landscaping and Irrigation has been providing top-rated professional landscape and irrigation services for the past 25 years. They take your vision for that perfect landscaping project for your home, new construction, or business and make it a reality with their easy financing options. You'll want to make sure to ask them about their seasonal services too. 4D Landscaping and Irrigation. Call 510-9983.
We're back in Elgin for the second quarter. Our second quarter is going to be brought to you by the Lawton Fraternal Order of Police. Lodge number 98 and the Lawton Police Officers Association, proudly serving the Lawton community and supporting Elgin athletics. Thanks for all that you do, Lawton Police. So, 3rd and 6 now from the 19 to start our second quarter. Laura going to throw it. Eaton just off his fingertips. Eaton had kind of a move there on Cash Jennings, but Jennings had really good coverage there.
Yeah, not a bad throw by Trace at all. I had to put a little bit of air under it, try to get Adam to run under it, just off his fingertips. So brings up the punting situation. See if we can get this snap down a little this time.
It's almost like when you see a basketball player who, maybe is small for a basketball player, but you see him around other people, you remember how tall he is? I mean, Cash Jennings is 6 foot, and Adam Eaton just towered over.
Adam's got some size to him.
He's a little big. Little big boy. 4th and 6. Colin Donnelly going to punt. Good snap this time. Straight up in the air, though. Going to hang up there in the night sky. Bounce. Takes a good bounce. Past the 50. I think Nick Jett has it, and he's going to get out to about the 40. Good return there. And Weatherford is going to have the ball inside the Elgin 40 to start their first drive of the second quarter.
Yeah, it's 2 drives right now that have started inside the 50-yard line for Weatherford. So,
actually, that might not have been Nick Jetta. That might have been Steel Chisholm. But be that as it may, they're going to start off at the 39-yard line. So, the
See what the defense can do right here. Like I said, so far so good. They have held C.J. Nixon and Chisholm to not many yards. Had some short fields to work with too, but defense has done a good job of stepping up tonight when kind of being put behind the 8-ball. Crowd's getting loud at the moment.
Crowd is getting into it.
Quick little pass out here.
Pass out to Nixon. Nixon tried to be upended by, I believe that was Hunter Jackson. He's going to be brought down after a gain of probably 16 or 17.
Yeah, just a quick little stick screen on the outside. Good job of blocking by that inside receiver to give C.J. Nixon some room, and picked up some positive yards.
Woodward going to come to the line with I believe an extra tight end. Nixon is with a Weatherford, is going to have their tight end.
Yeah, just trying to run a little outside zone right there, but good job by Jace coming off of the block by the center and making a tackle for loss right there, or a short gain.
So, yeah, right at about the 21-yard line, so a gain of about 1, I guess. Yeah, if that. And they're going to bring Scamahorn back in, and I think probably going to try to spread it out. And actually, they're going to run a kind of a tricky formation.
We got another quarterback in.
Quarterback in, and Chisholm down there on the bottom. And it's going to be a little pitch, rather. Chisholm is going to block for Skinner, who's going to be brought down inside the red zone.
Yeah,
and
good play design right there. Had some success on that speed sweep from under center earlier in the game. Faked that and then option pitched to the backside. And
elsewhere in 4A, elsewhere in our district, Elk City 23-0 over Douglas right now. Clinton up 6-0 on Woodward in the second. Cash up 13-0 on Bridge Creek. And out in Wagner, Cushing 14, Wagner 0 right now.
That's a big one right
there. The Cushing
there.
Tigers trying to get payback for that state title game a couple years ago against a Wagner team that is right up there with Elgin in the top of the rankings in some publications. They're going to hand it to Nick Jett on that interesting formation again, and he's going to get swung down. Josh Adesola said, "You will go no further. You shall not pass."
Yeah, Richard did a good job of reading it, making him bounce it a little bit further outside than he wanted to, and then Josh stayed at home and did a good job of swinging him down. Brings up a 2nd and goal right here. See if the defense can bend their back and keep the Eagles out of the end zone.
So, from the 6-yard line, Chisholm back in at quarterback. And he's going to just run a quarterback keeper, designed keeper play. Goes for no gain. Brought down. It looks like Peebushy was one of the first ones meeting him there, as well as Jace Williams.
Yeah, it's hard. It's going to be hard for any team to just line up and just run power right at us. Like I said, so you're going to see a lot of teams as we move forward and into the playoff push, if we're lucky enough to get there, that are going to have to do some motion, some trick plays, some of that type of stuff. Because if you just line up and try and run at our front 7, it's going to be tough sledding there. 3rd down right here.
3rd down.
Crowd's obviously getting into it pretty good right now.
Chisholm's going to keep it. He's going to try to run it, and he's not going to get any farther, but we are going to have a flag. Going to be interesting to see what that's on.
Yeah, I'm not
Donnelly
sure what Coach Baker's going to want to do right here. If that's on the offense, probably a hold, but where's the ball
I thought
at?
it came from the back. We're on about the
It came from
3.5.
the back. It came from the back towards
3-yard
the end of the
line.
play, so I don't know.
Face mask.
Face mask.
against us.
I was worried about that. I was going to ask Joe if you saw anything. I didn't see anything from up here, but again, when you throw it from the back judge.
So it'll be 3rd down again on the 2.
Yeah. Our referees tonight, our back judges are Brady Melton and Jeff Pratt. Referee Mark Melton.
So still 3rd down.
John Pollock, the umpire. Howard Morris and Chris Byford are crew tonight. So 3rd down still. Crowd really getting into it. Big play here. Nixon lined up almost as a tight end. They're going to try and power it forward, and they do for a touchdown. Weatherford scores, I believe, the first half touchdown against the Elgin defense all year with a run by Ty Short.
Yeah, not a bad, like I said, a short field to work with, but not a bad drive right there by the Eagles, and makes it a 14-6 ball game. See if the offense can get things back on track when we get back on the field.
3rd and 3, or sorry, that was on a 3rd and 3. Kick is up. Little line driver, but it is good. So 8:09 remaining in this first half. Elgin 14, Weatherford 7. You're watching Owl Football on Oklahoma Sports Network. .09 remaining in the first half. Elgin now up 14-7 after that Ty Short yardage touchdown for Weatherford. Another Wayne's driving kickoff. Come on, everybody. Let's go to Wayne's. Directional kick angles it to about the 33, which is where it will be caught by Kason Meyer at the 34. So that is where Elgin will take over. And so they're bringing the ball back out there. And that is going to, we're going to start another possession here for Elgin.
I would.
Sorry, go ahead, Joe.
I would think they'd try to get back to the run right here.
Yeah,
that's what I would
so.
think.
I mean, those penalties have gotten us kind of behind the sticks, and when you get behind the sticks, I mean, you become a little bit more one-dimensional. So if we get some positive yards and penalty-free on first down, we can get that running game going.
So the Owls going to hand it off up the gut to Meyer. He's going to power his way for a first down and more, and finally being thrown down by Blackman and that Weatherford defense. But, man, Ritson just proving like he is one of the, better running backs in 4A and in the state right now this season.
Yeah, I think the Oklahoman came out and said he's one of the surprises of 4A.
Yeah, I believe Nick Sardis had him as one of the breakout players of the year, regardless of class. I mean, he is seriously one of the players that, I mean, if you didn't watch Elgin, if you knew anything about Elgin last year, it was probably Matt Lund, and then, Ritson Meyer, they have a good backup. Right. But, man, when he's playing both ways, starting both ways, he's been a workhorse. He's going to baseball throw it over to Josh Adesola, who's going to be met at the line of scrimmage, and there will be a penalty flag as well. Also want to shout out the Oklahoman and Jacob Unruh for the really cool story about Anthony Ogamoro and his brother and their relationship. Really cool awesome deal. I know talking to Braden Thomas, the team photographer, he's gotten really close with the Ogamoros, went on all of the visits to the colleges and stuff, and said that family is just really neat, and the relationship Ant has with his brother is just really cool. And I know for friends and family members of mine who maybe are on the autism spectrum, I know that article meant a lot to them.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Just, to kind of have light shed on that, and just really neat kid. I've only got to meet Ant a couple times, but, man, just real gregarious. Always big smile on his face. Man, I would not want to get into a dark alley with him.
No, not at all.
I mean, dark alleys are scary to begin with, but
But this is kind of going back to what Joe was talking about earlier, getting back to the running game. I mean, here we are, 1st and 20 again. And when you get behind the sticks like this, and now all of a sudden you're
C.J. Nixon is bringing him down.
So you're giving them some momentum. You're giving them some positive plays right there. Now, like I said, it makes you a little bit one-dimensional. Going to get Braxton in.
Braxton.
We're in for a little bit of a break right here.
We're going to bring some guys out.
So, 2nd and 20.
Brought Brody in on the outside.
Yeah, Brody and Kaysen are low end of your screen. And then we're going to have Josh Adesola coming towards the sideline. And then we're going to bring Ritson back in, I guess, and Braxton out. So just as they wrote it, just as he drew it up, I'm sure. Pistol formation, 3 receivers to the left of Laura. And it's a broken play. He's going to go right up the middle. Speaking of just as they drew it up, going to get about 12 yards there.
I don't think.
No, that was definitely not designed. I mean, Ritson kind of started going in motion. Obviously, Trace thought he was going to be behind him there for the handoff. But
and Ritson's got to be careful about that because we saw that last week with the motion
forward,
penalty.
Yeah. Good job about Trace right there. Like I said, making nothing out of something and bringing it to a third and manageable rather than compounding the mistake and keeping it back to 3rd and 20.
3rd and 8 from the 49-yard line. 5:51 to go. Past the halfway point of the second quarter. Brought to you by Lawton Fraternal Order Police. Laura going to throw in a swing pass to Meyer. Meyer's going to outrun a guy, stiff arm a guy, get the first down, and out of bounds. Just
great
power of will for Ritson Meyer.
Great job of touch right there. Trace getting it over that linebacker.
And it was barely over.
That's one of those where you're, as a coach, you're going, no, okay, great job.
What's that phrase about, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, or, you make your own luck. When you're good, you're lucky. And, that is just a play that they have run a lot, and they're going to have first down now. Play action, going to throw it deep, double coverage. Morrison, touchdown!
That's going to come back. That's going to come back.
Oh, man. Flag thrown.
I think they got Brody for a little push-off, and it was there.
Oh, my goodness. I was curious as to how that was going to go. Ritson is still convinced that Ritson's trying to get Brody to flex, but I think the sad reality is setting in now.
No, they're putting it down, I think.
They're giving it to us, but I sure thought it was the other way.
Oh, my gosh!
Yeah, so they're asking us whether or not
Brody.
it's Brody Morrison's 4th touchdown catch of the year.
Yeah, you're right. 5th touchdown in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So
great
penalty
job of
will
Trace
be
right
assessed
there,
on
getting rid of that one. Had some pressure in his face, but did a great job throwing it off his back foot and getting it out there.
Kick is going to be up and good by Delgado. So with 5:31 to go in the second quarter, Elgin.
Hang tight. Offsides on the defense.
Offsides,
Never mind.
okay.
Decline.
All right. You always have our full attention, Joe. So 21-7 our score with 5:31 to go in the second. You're watching Al Football on OSN, the Oklahoma Sports Network. All right, we're back. 5:31 to go in the first half. And what just a beautiful throw from Trace Laura to Brody Morrison. Trust me, we'll be submitting that one to Eric Sherman, the OSN Plays of the Week. And you can vote for your Players of the Week on Oklahoma Sports Network, OSN, Oklahoma Sports Network, where sports is our middle name.
Going to make it a short kickoff here for add-on. See if we can kick it from the, we're going to kick it from the 45? Thank all our watchers and viewers out there tonight on a Thursday night. Saints Broncos are going on right now.
Who would want to watch that?
Well, it's Drew Brees night.
Oh, okay.
So he is getting inducted into the Saints Hall of Fame. So
is he available to play tonight, too?
We would love for him to.
It's Rattler time, baby.
Yeah. Add on, everybody. Let's go to Waynes.
Let's go to Waynes. It's going to go into the end zone.
To make Weatherford go a long field here. Like I said, the last couple drives, they've gotten the ball inside of our own 50-yard line and did a good job. First drive, defense did a good job of forcing those 4 incomplete passes. But last drive, good job there. Weatherford kind of gained some yards on the ground. Big play by C.J. Nixon on the outside, and then was able to punch it in for their first touchdown. But still, Owls are up 21-7. Who you with?
Weatherford going to take over that R&J Motors
drive summary.
Capped off by that pass play.
Yeah, capped off by the long pass play from Trace Laura to Brody Morrison. R&J Motors drive summary.
Stone Chisholm going to run it, and, man, if he gets past that tackle there, he's gone for a bit, but he's going to be brought down. Looked like Kephart and Jackson chased him down.
Yeah, just fake the run
Jackson's
this
a
way.
little slow getting up. Hunter is a tough kid. This is when you know that you've watched these kids long enough. I didn't even see the jersey number. You just know by the way that they walk in their body type. I was like, oh, that's Hunter. That is Hunter. But
Jacob, his brother Jacob, was practice player of the week.
Oh, yeah.
Along with Micah Keybone. Got to go out there for the coin toss tonight.
He's going to throw it to Jet. Martin is just going to get juked a little bit there, and Brody's going to swing him down.
Yeah, good job of catching and throwing, and kind of made a little inside-outside move, and got some positive yards, getting almost to the 50-yard line again.
Another first down there for the Weatherford Eagles as they're going to bring in a couple more guys. Jet and Bruner are going to come out of the game, and it looks like Jacoby Flynn and Cy Scamahorn are going to come back into the game. And it looks like they're going to send Scamahorn out on an island with Bryce Martin, and we're going to have Flynn and Nixon at the bottom of your screen. Flynn goes in motion. They're going to hand it to him. Blocking is there, but Donnelly is there, and so is, I believe, Philip Peebushy. Peebushy's going to bring him down. So,
yeah, just a speed sweep right there. Good job of pursuit by Colin Donnelly. 2nd and 8 right here. 4 minutes to go left.
If the football and the moon wasn't good enough, sights for us, Phoenix. Phoenix Castro making faces at us through the through the windows there.
He's looking for Daddy.
Yeah, Daddy's a little busy, but not on defense right now. Oh, it's popped up in the air twice. Ricochets off a Jet and then off of Bryce Martin. I don't think Bryce was ready for that one. It's almost and now I think we got some laundry on the field there, right around the 46.
Yep,
going to have a hold against the Eagles. So that's going to bring it back anyways, or push him back.
Yeah, I think you take this one right here. I mean, it's going to be 3rd and 8, but it's going to make it 2nd and a good ways right here. So if it's from the spot, it's going to make it.
Yeah, and they're going to bring back in Scamahorn.
Yeah, it's going to be 2nd and 18 right here.
It's kind of like last week when we were talking about Bridge Creek. They've been able to move the ball, just haven't been able to get in the end zone.
Right.
And Weatherford's gotten in the end zone once, but trying to keep them from doing it again. It's a throw toward Nixon, and they have good coverage on him there. Josh Adesola with a great play. Great coverage there, and Colin Donnelly was in the vicinity as well.
Yeah, to the left, right
I was going to say, I thought that was great coverage. Their fans were not happy.
Yeah, no, it was very good coverage. I mean, rolling to the left right there, trying to throw that deep curl. But Josh was all over that. 3rd and 18. Love to hear the crowns. Love to hear the crowd getting going. Hard to hear ourselves think up here.
3rd and 18 with 3:33 to go in this second quarter. And, not to put the cart ahead of the horse, but if Elgin can get a stop here, they get the ball back and maybe get a 2-for-1 or ability to get another
no, they're going to call a timeout,
offensive play.
So we're
going to take a timeout here as Weatherford takes a timeout. 3:33 to go. You're watching Elgin football on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Big third down for Elgin. in the second quarter as Weatherford goes under center, and they're running that formation again. Quarterback's going to throw it. It's behind the line of scrimmage. It's a backward pass. And are they going to say that Elgin has the ball? Yes, they do! Tyson McSparrett did not know what he was doing with the ball, looked like.
Yeah, I think he tried to pump fake it almost.
I don't know. The ball went behind him.
Yeah, when he saw the defensive guy in front of his face,
we'll
he
see
tried
if
to
we
hold
have a. We'll see if we have a Bedliner, Southwest Bedliner replay. I don't know, Chris. I don't want to put the hot spot on the spotlight there on producer Chris. He's doing a great job tonight.
Yeah, they're going to stick with it.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, the ball went backwards.
Well, and we said, or I was trying to say before that timeout was like, what if Elgin gets the ball back?
Yeah.
This is best case scenario other than like a scoop and score. This is what you want. Ball at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, got plenty of time right here.
Now they're actually going to, I was going to say, do you ground and pound here, but they're going to throw it clearly because or not. Here comes Kaysen. Is he going to throw it to his brother? He is. Ritzon's going to come back for it. Catches it at the 8. He's inside that Rising Eagle. Brewery red zone, and he won't go down. Finally brought down. But that is a first down, and Ritzon is letting all the fans know that it is.
That's his brother.
Man.
Meyer to Meyer?
Meyer to Meyer connection. Do you think there's going to be an argument about, chicken or egg? I made you look good. Well, dude, I threw you the pass, but
we're going to talk
you
about that.
underthrew it. Yeah,
we're going to talk about that one Saturday morning on in Anadarko on the first and second grade sideline.
Yeah.
See right here, we can punch it in from the 5-yard line. First and goal inside
right
of
about the 5 or 6 inside that Brewery Rising Eagle Brewery red zone. Meyer going to follow his blockers. Touchdown, Ritzon Meyer.
That was a great job right there, Ritzon, of being patient, following those blockers, getting to the outside, and getting the touchdown. Ritson's third of the night.
Woo!
There you go, Glenn.
That was me wooing that time.
Glenn.
I did it.
Well, got the vacation voice going right now for Vincent Saylor.
That's right. You were out of town this week, man.
Enjoyed Destin a little too much.
Glad you joined us.
Don't have much voice left.
We'll make you some hot tea at halftime. But right now, Delgado with the kick. It's up and good. 28-7 our score. 2:39 remaining in the first half. You're watching Elgin football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
They say the best way to be a good neighbor is to know your neighbors and give a little help when they need it. And when you need a little, you can find help at Ace Hardware in Elgin. Not only do they offer everything from grills to flowers, paint, hardware, and tools, they offer experience to help guide you through the process. And they're happy to take the time to make sure you can do it right. Ace Hardware of Elgin. They're more than just a hardware store. They're your neighbors. Ace Hardware, 7796 Highway 277 in Elgin.
All right, back at Elgin, 2:39 to go in the first half. Beautiful October evening, and even more beautiful for the Elgin fans right now as their team has a 3-touchdown lead thanks to 3 touchdown runs by Ritzon Meyer, that last one from 6 yards out. And Adon Delgado will kick to Weatherford on another Waynes driving kickoff. Come on, everybody, let's go to Waynes. Short kick again, going to bounce at the 28. It's going to be high. He's going to pick it back up, and he's going to be brought down at about the 32. That was Skinner. And
kind of dangerous to let that ball bounce right there.
Very curious, but Skinner kind of got to it when he needed to, it looked like. But
we almost got that onside kick I called for, huh?
Yeah,
there you go.
So the important right here for the defense to get a stop. You got 2:34 left to go. Weatherford's got 2 timeouts. Like I said, it's important to get a stop right here because Weatherford's going to get the ball at the end of the second half. So you don't want to make that 14-point swing. So you want to get a stop right here. It'd be interesting too if there's don't gain much yards on first and second down, how Elgin uses their timeouts to see if we can maybe get the ball back and see if we can punch another one in.
Yeah. So, Weatherford's got 3 receivers. They're going to send one in motion. They ran that kind of little speed sweep, but not this time. Tristan Kephart.
Yeah, great job right there from defense in spot. For some reason, they just kind of left him alone. and did a good job of following the quarterback. Didn't bite on the fake and stayed at home, and I guess they thought he was going to bite on the fake.
I was going to say, if you're going to run that zone read, if you're Stone Chisholm, you got to break quickly if you're going to keep the ball.
They don't gain much here. We're calling timeout.
Yeah, I would think so.
I think
after
so
this
too.
Play, yeah.
Nick Jett comes back into the game. This is a lot like last year's game where it's like clearly they have guys that are shifty and can do things with the ball in their hands, but if you can't get the ball in their hands, you're no good.
Well, we knew coming into this one that this was going to be one of our tougher matchups.
Chisholm's going to run forward. He's going to be brought down by those linebackers, and we're going to have a timeout. Chalmer Wyatt, Joe, you called it. So we're going to take a timeout with a 1:43 to go in that first half. You're watching Oklahoma Sports Network.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
So, just as Joe predicted with no help whatsoever, 1:43 left to go. Just as Joe kind of hinted at, that Elgin was going to take the timeout to kind of preserve some game clock and, in hopes that, if you get a third down stop here, presumably a pass, that you are going to get the ball back with some time left for another offensive possession. Chisholm thrown toward the sideline. It's caught by Scamahorn at the 45. So it looks like that is going to be a first down.
Yeah, this is
clock is running once they set that bar.
Just a roll out this way in a deep out route. Good job throwing and catching right there. Getting his shoulders turned to the target. And
they're kind of being laissez-faire with that clock. The Eagles are.
I think they're going to try and score here, but they also want to make sure that we don't get a chance to get the ball
back. I understand that, but you're also 65 yards away, and you haven't passed the ball downfield super well tonight. But, I mean, I say not super well. I mean, 15 yards at a time, that might be all you need right now, but you got to make sure that you complete those passes. He's going to keep it on that read, and Spencer, Shea Charles, was one of the first people to meet him there.
Yeah, good job by Ritson right there getting upfield, making him cut back, and then when he cuts back, he's obviously cutting back into all of the massive humanity known as our defensive front.
Yeah, they're not small.
Yeah, they're almost, like you said, 49 seconds to go.
Yeah, I just
maybe look for a deep one here to CJ. And
yeah, you got to kind of keep an eye on, and just as he has all night, Adesola, Josh he's giving him some room, some buffer, but they're gonna run the play action. They're gonna go deep for Scamahorn. Martin's gonna pick it off. Bryce Martin read it perfectly. The gambler. He's coming at the 35 to the 40, bringing it back is Bryce. He's to the 45 to the 40, down the sideline. Bryce Martin, big six, touchdown Elgin, touchdown Bryce Martin.
Third pick six of the year.
Woo!
Woo! Great job of Colin Donnelly down here blocking the quarterback. And then Bryce is able to tight rope the sideline all the way in for your Elgin Owl touchdown. It makes it 34-7.
You hear about that all the time about some of these gambler type corners,
like
a Trayvon Diggs. He cut that, he gave Scamahorn a little bit of room and said, "No, sir." Delgado going to kick it. Low snap, kick is up, and kick is good. Woo! So with 15 seconds remaining, and Glenn's voice leaving his body, it's going to be 35-7. Elgin leads Weatherford. You're watching Owl Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Arrow Sign Company has been serving Oklahoma and surrounding states for over 60 years. As a family-owned business, our focus has always been on driving people to your door, not just selling you a sign. From custom sign design and manufacturing to installation and service, Arrow Sign has the knowledge and experience to deliver the ideal sign for you while using materials of the highest quality to ensure that your sign will look great for years and years to come. We design and manufacture our signs for longevity, so you get the greatest return on investment possible. Arrow Sign Company, helping your business thrive since 1955.
So, how's that for a way to close the first half?
And I heard Vincent talking about a 14-point swing, and that kind of was right there because he was definitely open.
He was open.
And that closing speed and his pick six, and there's your 14 points.
Yeah.
We had 2 consecutive times where we said something about, well, we're going to force them to punt and get the ball back. We didn't have to either time.
Here you go.
2 turnovers in the final minute and a half, essentially, or 3.5 minutes of this game. Or I guess, it's going to be off. Oh, my goodness.
That was a Wayne's driving kickoff.
That was a Wayne's driving kickoff. Come on, everybody. Let's go to Wayne's. I'm so discombobulated.
It was an inadvertent whistle right there is what happened. He blew the whistle when he thought he was going to catch it. I think they're just going to let it roll, but I don't know what it is. But I think it's actually a re-kick. I think the play starts over. Maybe? Yeah.
You know, we do a lot of talking about, knowledge of the rule book, and I'm sure our viewers are aware of this. You know, we're still learning some of this too. I mean, they've done so many rule changes, and you.
Well,
the
rules from different,
for
high
different
school,
states,
college,
and
different states. I mean, high school, college. I mean, NFL.
Yeah. But one thing that was an interesting talking point that I saw a lot this week was talking about, the end of that, and I think I was watching it on mute, but the end of that Oregon-Ohio State game and the loophole that they just closed on the 12-minute on the field.
12 minute on the field, yeah.
My uncle was furious. He had no dog in the fight. He's like, I hate Oregon now. Like, how do you do that? Like, that's on purpose. We got another Wayne's driving kickoff.
Come on, everybody.
Let's go to Wayne's.
I was too busy watching the LSU Ole Miss.
Oh, gotcha.
Game,
that was going on as well. I watched the end of that one. It's going to be up to the 36, 37. Well, yeah, that's a house divided, isn't it, kind of, for you somewhat?
My brother-in-law did play
brother-in-law played for the Rebels.
LSU is number 1 in our heart.
Okay.
Number 2 is Ole Miss is close too.
Okay.
But now that Brishon is not playing there anymore,
gotcha.
we're back to the purple and gold only.
Only.
Tiger Stadium was rocking.
That was something.
Last Saturday night.
That was something. There was a lot of good football on.
Getting the lights going and the little Boosie
playing.
And
OBJ was down there, I believe, or was that 2 weeks ago?
No, that was last.
Yeah.
OBJ, Shaq.
Going to be 1st and 10 from the 38. Going to be interesting to see if they try to take another deep shot after what happened last time. And they're just going to hand the ball off. They're going to run this clock. And he's going to be brought down. Blackman is. And that's going to bring us to the end of the first half. Man, 35 points and felt like 14 of them came in a skip of a heartbeat.
Yeah.
And we got Joe with Coach Wyatt.
Coach Wyatt, I was set to talk about how you're running the ball good and stuff, and then that exciting play. What are you thinking?
Hey, that's how you finish half. We needed that. We tried to get it back there for a 2-minute drill, but that worked out for us.
Chalmer Wyatt, man, I can't.
That's a pretty good workout for you there.
Yeah, that worked out for him pretty well. So we're gonna go to commercial before our halftime show. 35-7 our score. Elgin over Weatherford. You're watching the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Arrow Sign Company has been serving Oklahoma and surrounding states for over 60 years. As a family-owned business, our focus has always been on driving people to your door, not just selling you a sign. From custom sign design and manufacturing to installation and service, Arrow Sign has the knowledge and experience to deliver the ideal sign for you while using materials of the highest quality to ensure that your sign will look great for years and years to come. We design and manufacture our signs for longevity, so you get the greatest return on investment possible. Arrow Sign Company, helping your business thrive since 1955.
Are you looking for more than just a job? Bar S Foods in Lawton offers a career with a competitive starting wage, opportunity for advancement, life and health insurance, including medical, dental, and vision, as well as 401k retirement plan. At Bar S, you can be proud of a company that gives back to the community. But most of all, you can take pride from making a quality product. Bar S Foods, making the best tasting hot dogs and smoked sausages, the food America likes to eat. So come be a part of a winning team and start your path to success today.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in over 50 communities statewide. From those roots, our investment in education springs forth, helping to raise the Oklahoma leaders of tomorrow while providing financial strength to the business leaders of today. That's the kind of loyalty that helps entire communities thrive. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
Check out the all-new Blutique store located off State Highway 17 in Elgin. They have an amazing selection of pre-loved name brand men's, women's, and children's clothing and jewelry, including a large selection of sterling silver. They also have new home decor, comforter sets, candles, toys, and over 50 flavors of Jordan Skinny syrups in stock. Whether it's for yourself or giving the perfect gift, Blutique, open Wednesday through Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. off State Highway 17 in Elgin.
Step into the best chapter of your life, one with rheumatology care from a provider who focuses on your well-being and getting you back to what matters most. Dr. Shahzad is dedicated to building long-lasting relationships based on trust and medical integrity with every single patient. Schedule your telemedicine appointment today. Don't let rheumatoid arthritis or other inflammatory conditions stop you from enjoying life. MMG, the power of many for the benefit of one.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options, lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
After an eventful first half and the procession of the youth football and cheerleaders, we've got a 35-7 score. Elgin leads Weatherford at halftime. It is now time for our Corey Eastlick Farmers Insurance halftime band performance from the pride of Elgin. Corey Eastlick is your local farmers agent right next to All-American Bank here in Elgin. With 18 years experience in the industry, she has the knowledge and tools to help you better understand your coverage options, whether that is for auto insurance, home insurance, life, renters, business insurance, and more. The process is straightforward and personalized to make you smarter about insurance. Call Corey today, 580-492-5547. So let's enjoy the pride of Elgin.
Ladies and gentlemen, from your halftime entertainment, Elgin High School proudly presents the Pride of Elgin Marching Band. Their 2024 marching show program is entitled The Music of Beauty and the Beast and includes the selections Prolong, Belle, Gaston, Be Our Guest, and Beauty and the Beast.
Let's hear it one more time for the Pride of Elgin marching band. You've been watching the Corey Eastlick Farmers Insurance halftime show. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. You're watching Elgin Isle Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Lawton Fort Sill Regional Airport, just 1 mile to anywhere. Offering non-stop service to Dallas-Fort Worth. Fast, friendly, and convenient without all the hassles. Easy parking, and with close proximity to your arrivals and departures, all in their newly renovated terminal. Here to there in just 1 mile. To book your mile to anywhere destination from LAW, log on to AA.com. or call 800-433-7300. Scott's House of Flowers in Elgin has been proud to serve Elgin and the surrounding area with a wide variety of flowers and gifts for all occasions. Come see them for great gift ideas, including the exclusive Tyler candles. And who couldn't resist Sweet Shop USA, featuring handmade grand truffles. Scott's House of Flowers, just off Highway 277 in Elgin. Delivery available, or stop by for easy pickup. Phone 492-4880. Scott's House of Flowers.
Landmarks. They stand as symbols, reminding us of history and moments that shape our lives. We create our own landmarks. At Becker-Raybon Funeral Home, we understand the importance of honoring these moments. Let our compassionate team help you celebrate the life and legacy of your loved one. Offering a range of services to honor the stories that matter most, we believe that every life leaves a mark that deserves to be cherished and remembered. Becker-Raybon Funeral Home, honoring the landmarks of your life.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. So at Firehouse Subs, we don't just make subs, we make subs that are big, bold, and craveable. We make our subs differently because our subs make a difference. Whether you order online or on our app, Firehouse Subs Rapid Rescue to Go will have your subs boxed, bagged, and ready for pickup. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
When it comes to your health, you want and deserve the best. You want a hospital with the highest quality scores in the region and one that provides safe, excellent care. Southwestern Medical Center has been a part of this community for 115 years and has a history of delivering compassionate, skilled health care to Lawton and Fort Sill. Choose the hospital that has always put the health of this community first. Southwestern Medical Center. Be well. Live well. That's why we're here.
Pizza Hut, you owe Chicago an apology.
Tavern style pizza is our thing. Why couldn't you be happy with deep dish like all the tourists? That's good.
And you just had to make it so crispy and delicious.
It's perfection.
They put the toppings all the way to the edge.
It's cut in the shareable square.
That's delicious.
What's your deal, Pizza Hut?
Your secret's out, Chicago. Try any of our large Chicago tavern-style recipes for just $12 each. Hey, Pizza Hut, you owe Chicago an apology. Sorry, Chicago. No one out pizza's the Hut.
Apology accepted.
Are you prepared for summer? We are.
Keep your air conditioner ready with a Miller Noble Heating and Air Maintenance Plan. We service all makes and models from Bryant, Carrier, and Lennox. Just need a repair? We can do that. Can't pay for it all at once? We offer financing plans too. Is it time to replace your old system? We offer free estimates on new systems. Click or call today and stay comfortable with Miller Noble Heating and Air.
So, we are getting ready for the second half here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Elgin 35, Weatherford 7 with a flurry of points near the end of that first half there for Chalmer Wyatt and his men in red as Chalmer talks to the officials about what to do with the kickoff as Elgin opted to get the ball to start off the game. So, Vincent, you talked to David Dillingham, our stats man extraordinaire. You got some stats for us.
Yes, I do. Obviously, Trace has had a pretty good game, 8 for 12 for 142 and the one touchdown to Brody. Ritson's having a great game. Like I said, didn't have 100 yards last week, but this week has really kind of got it back going. He's at 143 on the ground with 3 touchdowns. Also has 3 catches for 54 yards. So he's almost 200 yards of total offense for himself. So that puts him close. Coming into this game, he had 628 on the ground and 164 through the air. So he's getting close to that 1,000 mark for the season through 7 games. So great job by him. That's kind of the stats. And then also we're going to bring up the keys to the second half, brought to you by Hale Bent. Walk-ins or call-ahead appointments that specialize in military men and boys haircuts. Call Hale Bent today at 580-454-4253. Keys to the second half, obviously keep that pedal on the metal. Want to keep rolling, keep this thing going up 35-7. District, first place in the district on the line. So want to keep the main thing and keep focused. Obviously doing a great job on C.J. Nixon, so you want to keep him contained throughout the rest of the second half. And then on offense, keep that ground game going, eat up some clock, and see if we can get out of here injury-free and with a big win, so that way we can control our destiny in those final 3 games of the year. That is your Hale Bent keys to the second half. Be over there next week getting the old ears lowered.
There you go. I think I'm going to try
the Douglas win.
Yeah, I'm going to try to go there at some point, probably next week or in the coming week. I've never been, but I need a new haircut place.
Get you a little haircut there. All the girls
love helping the local businesses here in Elgin. And
all the girls are very friendly and always have some interesting comments to make as you're there. Hear all the goings-ons of Elgin for sure, and Sterling and Fletcher while you're in there.
Yeah, all of this area here and kind of northeast Comanche County. So, as we said, Elgin going to kick off. This is part of our Vincent Sailor State Farm third quarter.
Hey, call us today, 580-699-2771. There for all your financial services and insurance needs.
I think
we got another Wayne's driving kickoff. Come on, everybody.
Let's go to Wayne's. It's going to be taken at the 22, and he's going to try to avoid his own man and be run out of bounds. And, man, you got to be careful there.
Yeah, it was close to the sideline, though.
Yeah.
Couldn't quite hear it.
Yeah, I couldn't really hear it, but it looks like Kaysen just wanted to finish the job there. What I was going to say is we're going to, if we don't get you always talk about getting a current picture for your mugshot there on the State Farm thing. Well, I think we're just going to have producer Chris go in Microsoft Paint and just draw a beard on there,
Because I haven't changed much. maybe put on a pound or 2, but the beard hides the 3rd or 4th chin.
It always does, doesn't it?
When I tell people I was a quarterback, they laugh.
First and 10
what's wrong with that?
From the 37. It was a couple of years ago. Going to be a handoff here to Blackman, and he's going to be met head on.
Yeah, Colin Donnelly.
You're not going to win a tug of war with Colin most of the time.
No, he filled that hole pretty good right there and brings it down for no yards. Said Weatherford moved the ball pretty decent there in the first half, but just was only able to come away with that 1 touchdown. Bryce Martin with the big pick towards the end of the second quarter for his 3rd interception of the year and 3rd pick 6.
Yes, sir.
Pretty incredible stat right there.
Pretty wild. It's going to be 2nd and 9 from the 38 after that short gain. Chisholm's going to throw it. He's looking for Nixon. Great play there by Adesola. They're going to get him for a little pass interference. Josh can't believe it. that was a tricky one. I was going to say, no matter what they call here, somebody's going to be upset because I think Weatherford fans certainly thought there was contact. There was contact.
But he did a great job of getting his hand out in front and knocked the ball.
At that point, what are you supposed to do? Just let him get it?
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's a tough one right there for Josh. He's done a great job all night so far on C.J. Nixon. Got to keep it going. Obviously, C.J. is the number one recruit in the state per a lot of sources.
Right.
OU commit. That's a weird thing about high school football right there. Like I said, I mean, the pass is only a 2 or 3 yard pass, but it still counts as a 15-yard
penalty. Yeah, so and there's a
it gives them the first down.
Correct. So with 11:15 and ticking in our third quarter, and they're going to swing him down. It's Ritson Meyer, I believe, meeting him there, and that was number 22, Cashin Skinner. So, going to bring up I forgot because of the first down, because of the penalty. So,
well, they got it. Yeah,
second and 9 now.
They got the yard marker over there on the other side of the field.
Yeah,
got to get that fixed. There you go. Second and long, though, still. Like I said, they've had a lot of success either necessarily through the air or some of those kind of outside trick-em type plays. Haven't had much success running the ball up the middle so far. He can go on a speed sweep.
A little speed sweep to Jet. You'd think with his last name that would be like the key play for them. Yeah, the jet sweep. Hey, and Jet with 2 T's.
Probably the jet sweep. You're right.
Yep. That's if they call it anything else in their playbook, that's a sin. I'm saying it now. They're going to bring in 2 new players here for this big third down. Looks like Cooper Bryant and I believe Luke Bruner.
4 down territory.
I think so too. They're throwing it. No, he's going to scramble in no man's land and brought down by Jace Williams. Jace Williams with a good play on Stone Chisholm.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, probably fourth down right here. Going to go for you down 35-7. Your side of the 50, early third quarter.
Man, Chisholm looks like he got dinged up on that play. He's not happy. Yeah, he is. Can't tell if it is a. They're running in. They are bringing in that package with Tyson McSparrett. We saw McSparrett. Yeah, they're going to have McSparrett in quarterback, and I'm wondering if this is partly because how's Chisholm feeling? And they're going to do the little pitch here.
Nowhere to go.
First, it was Shea Charles Spencer. We do have a flag, though.
So was somebody offside?
I don't know.
Where it was, it's a hold. He just said hold.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Skinner had nowhere to go. Interesting play there, and I think they were wondering, I don't know, I wonder if at that point, if you're Weatherford, if your hand was kind of forced due to, how, I don't know. You don't like speculating about player health. But
Chisholm was still on the field.
And Chisholm is still on the field now to play defense. So if he were,
when they ran that play earlier in the game, that fake speed sweep and then kind of the pitch option on the outside, the other quarterback was in. So he may just have that. He may be better under center and maybe able to get that pitch out there a little bit faster. So
they're going to take over at about the 47. Handoff to Ritson Meyer. He's going to go right tackle. He's going to stiff arm a man and be forced toward the sideline and pushed out of the boundary on the Weatherford sideline.
Ritson has that Derrick Henry stiff arm down pretty good these days.
I wonder if Kaysen ever caught that at home. You think he ever caught that once or twice?
There is
I didn't grow up with brothers. I wasn't allowed to shove my sisters around.
There is
not while parents were in sight, at least.
There is no doubt Kaysen has caught 1 or 2 of those to the chest at some point.
2nd and 1 on the right side of the 50.
Probably even Jensen.
Yeah, I was going to say, I couldn't remember the other one's name. He's going deep for Brody Morrison. It's just a little too long.
Yeah, probably got rid of that one a little bit faster than he wanted to. Had a little bit of pressure there in his face and tried to throw it up high enough for Brody to go get it, but kind of like I said, kind of had to let go of it a little bit before he wanted to. Mm-hmm. But brings up not a bad job, not a bad thought right there, kind of 2nd and short, kind of take a shot. A lot of coaches like to do that on those 2nd and shorts because you can come right back here on 3rd and short and hopefully pick up the yardage with your big physical running back.
3rd and 1, 44-yard line. Speaking of that big physical running back, Ritson Meyer dots the pistol, and they're going to hand it off to Meyer. Stopped at first blush, and he's going to plow his way past the 40, past the first down marker, down to about the 36-yard line, 37.
Yeah, that'll put him over 150 for the game. He had 143 at halftime, so that'll put him over 150 rushing, and then also has 54 yards receiving on the night, so that's 200 total yards on the night. And
looks like he's coming out of the game now.
God knows how many tackles as well.
Braxton, I believe, is in the game now.
Tiny.
Yep, he is going to get the ball, and he is going to run up the middle. He's got room. He's going to run to the sideline. He's to the 10. Touchdown!
Yes, sir!
Touchdown!
Woo!
I nearly jinxed him there, man.
Yeah.
The old Brent Musburger calling it before he's there, but Tiny Antuna with the 37-yard touchdown run. About to give Elgin.
Yeah, just hit that hole super fast right there, and then was able to outrun the secondary to the corner of the end zone, punch it in to make it a 41-7 game. All Owls.
Right, right there on the Southwest Bedliners replay, courtesy of producer Chris. Casey Meyer to hold. On Delgado to kick.
Might have to start calling him Stepdaddy Chris.
Yeah.
Taking pictures with all the kids.
With all the kids, yeah. That's a story for another time. 7:43 to go in the 3rd quarter. Owls 42-7 over Weatherford. You're watching Elgin football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
At Billingsley Ford, we pride ourselves on the integrity and transparency of our pricing. The price you see is the price you pay. As your hometown Ford dealer, that's the way it should be.
I'm Grant Billingsley, and that's the Billingsley way.
Bring home the win at Billingsley Hyundai with huge savings every day from our massive inventory of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Come by today and see how we can help find a winning deal for you with America's best warranty. Now that's the Billingsley way.
All right, and welcome back to the Elgin versus Weatherford game here on Oklahoma Sports Network. Elgin leads now 42-7 as Adon Delgado gets ready to kick off on another Wayne's Drive-In kickoff. Come on, everybody. Let's go to Wayne's. Delgado going to kick it short again, I believe, and yes, he will. It's going to be at about the 24-yard line. Going to be taken to the 30, and he's going to be swallowed up by a couple of red shirts.
That looks like Josh, John Lohman. Bryce Martin might have been in there as well.
Out of Sola. And so on the R&J Motors drive summary, that really started with the the turnover on downs, and then just ran that roar Jesse that he got in number 34, and then when he gets a little out of breath, you bring in Braxton, and we've always used the term change of pace running back, and boom, one play, one touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, you saw that. I mean, Braxton hit that hole so hard right there with the speed and then was able to get to the corner of the end zone for the 37-yard touchdown. That's your R&J Motors drive summary.
They're going to run it, and he's going to be met immediately, I believe, by Donnelly. And, man.
It kind of got a good lick on him, but wasn't able to wrap him up. Good job keeping his feet moving by number 33 right there.
It looked like that was Ty Short, the lone touchdown scorer of the game for Weatherford. And again, if you're Coach Sossaman of the Eagles, it's an interesting kind of predicament you're in. And I heard somebody talk about this recently after a pro football game was a blowout. It's like, well, what do you really run at that point when you're losing by that much? Is Short is going to be upended by Brody Morrison, but there's a flag.
Yeah, I think Ritson got held right there coming from the outside. Ritson did a good job of showing the ref, like, hey, I'm getting held right here, right in front of the referee. So going to bring that one back.
And it is a tough thing, I'm sure. And you play plenty of football. You're probably on the right side and maybe wrong side of a few blowouts here and there, but I mean, in your whole time playing sports. But it's one of those things where you got to walk a fine line, especially as a coach, of you don't want to appear like you're running up the score, but also you don't want to be complacent either. And
no, and like we talk about this the last couple of weeks for the Owls. I mean, you're now week 7?
Mm-hmm.
You got 3 regular season games left. I mean, obviously, once you get to the playoffs, you're going to have 4-quarter games. And right now, a lot of our starters haven't played 4 quarters yet because, I mean, the scores have been kind of out of hand. So you want to keep those kids in and kind of get them in that game shape of last thing you want is to get to a 4-quarter game and not have the conditioning and whatnot. They do a great job throughout the week. I mean, they're still doing conditioning throughout the week. But, I mean, there's nothing like – you can't simulate game conditioning. You can run as much as you want, but you can't simulate that game conditioning. So, like I said, probably through the third quarter. We'll see how this one goes. There's 6:22 left to go in your Vincent Saylor third quarter. But, like I said, if it stays this way, maybe fourth quarter you'll start seeing some of those backups and some of that type of stuff.
Peebushy looks like he's going to rush off the edge. It's going to be a rollout, design rollout by Chisholm. He's under pressure. Kephart's gunning for him. He's going to swing him down, and good presence of mind by Tristan, number 52, to not go for the, we
horse
talked
collar.
we had the horse collar, I believe it was last week or 2 weeks ago, where it was like clearly the angle is rough, the speed is rough. You can't pull them down by that. It's just a big no-no. But also, what else can you do there?
Right.
And he made sure that he got the good angle, brought him down by kind of the side, but it wasn't dangerous.
Well, there was also a great play by Braxton as well. Braxton kind of played no man's land right there, kept sliding underneath the outside out route, and great job of him as well.
About 20 years ago, it was the horse collar. It looks like did we get some movement from the boys in silver and maroon? It looks like we did. Yeah, about 20 years ago, I think was when the horse collar really kind of entered my lexicon, because that was, Roy Williams on Terrell Owens. Sorry, another dated sports reference. But, and then they got rid of it because it was too dangerous. And now the big talk this past year was, in the NFL was that the swivel, the hip drop swivel.
Hip drop,
which,
yeah.
You don't want to main key, the commonality is you never want to
It's football, guys.
Yeah, it is football, but also you never want to – you take a man's legs out from under him, it's extremely dangerous.
It's funny, Joe, because, like I said, the football that we played, it's a different animal these days.
Yeah.
And, it's better. Obviously player safety is a very important and hot topic issue.
But you still have both of your knees. You're okay, kind of.
I have both my knees, but –
brain might be a little
no. I played quarterback, but I can't throw anymore because I don't feel my middle fingers until about noon.
He has that law degree.
Yeah, he did. He was still able to do that. Yeah. I will say I when I was in college,
it's all a testament to my offensive line.
When I was in college, old high school quarterback turned I was pretty good friends and classmates with one of the backup quarterbacks. Like the backup's backup when I was in college. And, we'd throw the ball around, and, even the third and fourth stringers have freaking guns for arms. Like, you don't realize that as a layman. But Laura's going to throw it. He's got Case and Meyer. Meyer's going to dance a little bit, and he's surrounded by a bunch of defenders.
Try to do that Meyer
stiff
arm. Good to see Casey get the ball back in his hands earlier. Like I said, had that drop earlier in the game. Well, he'll probably think about that one for a little bit. Good to see him catch that one and get some positive yards there.
So,
second and medium here.
Close to 4.5 minutes to go in this third quarter here on Oklahoma Sports Network. It's going to be handed off to Meyer. Meyer is going to kind of
not much room there. Yeah,
his way to maybe a 3-yard gain. We'll see what they give him. The line to get is, I believe, the 45. They're putting him right at the 48. So, 3rd and 3 now with 4:12 and ticking. I'm so used to last week us not having the clock
scoreboard
camera.
Clock,
yeah, the scoreboard camera.
We have everything for you tonight.
And we got all the bells and whistles. Ring-a-ding-dong. It's going to be a handoff to Meyer. He's got some room. He's going to plow up the middle. Man, there is – it is
Yeah, when he gets going downhill.
Violent nature.
Yeah.
when you run with Ritzenmeyer.
He's very patient. He's kind of almost got that Le'Veon Bell patience to him when his blockers get in front of him. But when he sticks that foot in the ground, I mean, and we've seen him in the open field. I mean, obviously he has the speed as well. But yeah, when he gets moving forward, I mean, he's a load to bring down, of course.
You know, me growing up in the Dallas area, I always got mad when people would kind of critique Emmitt Smith. Oh, he doesn't run that fast. I'm like, no, because he's patient as heck.
Right.
You know, it's a second gear. You're going to throw over the middle. Oh, man, nearly picked off, it looked like.
Yeah, great play right there on the inside.
No, sorry, not Mix. It was Luke Bruner who kind of cut on the inside, and I believe that was intended for Brody.
Yeah, trying to hit that inside seam route right there, kind of a skinny post right to the seam, but good job of cutting underneath by that outside linebacker right underneath Brody. And
yeah, similar route to what we hit. I think
Adam
we
Eaton earlier.
Adam Eaton on for the touchdown last week, and so 2nd and 10 now from the 39. 3 receivers, and they're going to look to the sideline and kind of get the play maybe from upstairs from play caller Adam Castro. And they're going to throw a little screen to Brody. Brody's going to try and wiggle his way. Some room. He's got it. He's to the 20. He's going to push out of bounds.
Out, yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, Brody got me excited.
Yeah, stepped out about 2 or 3 yards short of that first down. So going to bring up a 3rd and short.
Colin Donnelly's going to come in, so we're probably going to go with that kind of heavier package, although they're taking Adam Eaton out. So it's probably just going to be the one tight end. And they're bringing. Oh no, Brody's going to stay in the game, and he's just going to go to the
I think this
low into your bottom of your screen there, number 2.
Inside zone right here, probably.
Meyer in the slot. And sure enough, going to be handoff to Ritson, and he's got it pretty easy. Oh, ball's in the air! Ball's out! Ball's out!
So Shea picked it up!
Shea Charles! Shea Charles! Boss man!
Hate to see it, because obviously Ritson has done a good job all year protecting the ball, but some kind of way it ended up Shea's hands, and Shea used that athletic ability to get about a 10, 15-yard gain.
Shea Charles nearly went all Ricky Bobby there. I don't know what to do with my hands.
Going to put us inside of that Rising Eagle.
You're not on fire, Shea Spencer. You're not on fire.
He'll be asking to be a running back in that.
Oh my God. You just know. Coach Castro. I think we nearly gave Sadie, who, full disclosure, one of Shea's cousins, I think we nearly gave Sadie a heart attack. She nearly got her Vincent Sailor scream on, I think. It's going to be a handoff to Ritson. Ritson's going to slide his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Elgin.
That's Ritson's 4th touchdown of the night.
And sure enough, you know he found those cameras.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, good job of running right there behind your tackles and behind your pads. Got hit at the 5-yard line, but just kept churning and pushed him about 5 yards deep into the end zone for the big touchdown. Makes it 48-7.
Man, this is big boy football. We talked a lot in the offseason about this being a physical district, and it really has been tonight. Adon Delgado, kick up, kick good. Score is 49-7. Elgin all over Weatherford. 2:37 remaining in the 3rd. You're watching Oklahoma Sports Network, where sports is our middle name.
At Billingsley Ford, we pride ourselves on the integrity and transparency of our pricing. The price you see is the price you pay. As your hometown Ford dealer, that's the way it should be.
I'm Grant Billingsley, and that's the Billingsley way.
Bring home the win at Billingsley Hyundai with huge savings every day from our massive inventory of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Come by today and see how we can help find a winning deal for you with America's best warranty. Now that's the Billingsley way.
$49-7 our score. 2:37 to go in the 3rd, and it's time for another Wayne's Driving Kickoff. I've got my Let's Go to Wayne shirt over my pullover, so come on, everybody. Let's go to Wayne's. That's just for you, Joe. Nobody else at home cares. I want to let you know that I'm proudly wearing it. So, thank you.
Nobody can see it.
No.
One of these games. Now that Sadie's in here with us,
we're gonna get it. We're gonna
get the camera turned to us,
because that's what people want.
We got those radio faces.
Yeah. around the district. Bridge Creek up 30-21 on Cache. That game appears to be in the fourth quarter now. Got
Clinton 27-6 over Woodward as well. That one says third quarter. Squirtle.
Yeah, and that Douglas.
Tuttle all over Tecumseh. 57-0.
42-0 over Douglas. And
Traveling.
Wagner is up 28-14 on Cushing after being down 14 points early.
We will be traveling to Douglas next week.
Yeah, they're in Oklahoma City.
Join us. If you're not able to make the trek up to the city, join us on Oklahoma Sports Network. We'll have your pregame show starting at 6:30. Kickoff live at 7.
They're going to throw a quick pass to Scammahorn, and Brody could not wrap up or didn't wrap up, and so there's some mop-up duty or cleanup duty for Kobe Morton. And it looks like Bryce Martin was in there as well. But Kobe Morton, number 35, there in place of Ritzenmeyer, who probably is getting a much-needed breather currently. He's on the sideline next to, I'm trying to see if it's Coach Breeze, one of the coaches down there with him. And Big Ant.
Coach Breeze.
2nd and 8 after the short gain. They're also in the pistol formation, 3 receivers. It's going to be handoff to Blackman, and he's going to be brought down. Kobe Morton again. Kobe's getting some face time here into this third quarter as we near the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Kobe's a great linebacker. Like I said, he plays on any other team probably in the district and out the state. I mean, he's a starting linebacker, but two guys that are just very, very good football players in front of him. But Kobe does a great job at practice and gets to fill in for those guys at times during the game and does a great job. Got Hudson Begley in there as well, Braden Jones.
And it's going to be kept by Chisholm, and he's going to be met by Colin Donnelly, and Colin's going to win that battle, especially when he's got a bunch of his friends joining him.
So it's going to be a fourth down right here, probably 49-7, probably a punting situation.
That would be my guess. And Stone Chisholm, just from a personal standpoint.
I think Chisholm called it for him.
Yeah.
He's been getting. Well, quarterbacks the past couple weeks have been kind of, taking a punishment from this defense. Not just the quarterbacks, but man, you almost started to feel bad for those Bridge Creek kids last week. You just got, it felt like we went to injury timeout way too often. To make sure the kids were okay. So we got a punt situation. Brody is back at the far pylon, and sure enough, they're going to rugby-style kick that. He's going, oh, my gosh, it's on the ground. And it's going to be swallowed up, I think, by Elgin.
Yeah,
and, Brody even called for the fair catch, and, he's kicking himself. And, good on, I believe that's Phil Peebushy, who just went over to him and kind of slapped him and said, man, don't worry about it. It's just, you know what, Brody is a great kid and a great player, and you know what, not that it's not his night, but sometimes you have mistakes.
Well, when they do those rugby punts, they kind of die, and with the wind maybe a little bit tonight, they're kind of dying on him. And usually he's catching them up around his chest, but the last couple, he's kind of caught towards his ankles. And Joe, what you got?
I was just going to say knuckleball for sure.
Yeah.
Knuckling.
So when it comes out that way, it's hard to catch it, and that's what you're seeing. Like I said, good job of getting on top of it and not compounding the mistake and making it a turnover.
Continue to.
That was a pretty good job blocking right there by Chase.
Chase Williams finished about 12 yards away from the play, and I do mean finished. Just destroyed his man.
But that's it.
Yeah, that's going to bring us to the end of the third. Put your fours up. 49-7. Owls lead Weatherford. We head to the fourth quarter. After this, you're watching Owl Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
The heart of Oklahoma, where your home isn't just a place, it's your peace. At Century Roofing, we understand the importance of protecting your peace. We're experts in roofing technology, techniques, and customer service because we care about Oklahoma and we care about you. At Century Roofing, we combine quality craftsmanship and exceptional service because your home deserves the best. Century Roofing, staying on guard for Oklahoma.
Welcome back for the Lawton Firefighters Association fourth quarter. Elgin all over Weatherford, 49-7, and barring an unspeakable meltdown, Elgin's going to go to 7-0 and stay undefeated in the district. Have all the tiebreaker. Well,
still got to play Clinton.
Still got to play Clinton, and that then remains huge because if you lose to Clinton, heaven forbid, then that
the three-way tie.
Yeah, the
dreaded,
dreaded dog eat dog thing. Braxton Antuna is going to go up the middle. So
brings up a third and about medium right here in your Lawton Firefighters Association fourth quarter.
Had one of the Lawton firefighters, I believe, the other day in the store buying some shoes. And anytime we have a customer from Lawton Fire, from the fire station, I always tell them to say hi to Chief Williams for us. But the
Broncos all over the Saints at the moment, 16-3.
Oh, well, good for you.
Yeah,
good for you, Vincent.
You're definitely going to.
Welcome to mediocre football.
Yep, so,
me as a Cowboys fan, I've been here for a few weeks. This is my home.
Yep. You're going to hear me get a little sour on the mic.
Man, good high point catch by. Man, that is how you put it in the window.
Yeah, that's a great throw.
Adam
a great
Eaton,
catch by Adam.
And only Adam can catch that. Let's be honest. And Adam giving him the head top. He kind of big manned him there.
Well, like I said, want to give his grandmother a shout out in Washington.
Oh yeah, shout out to
the
grandmother.
She's watching the game. Adam's dad stopped by the booth. If you're watching out there and you have anything, yell at us. Let you know where you're watching from. We'll try and give you a shout out if possible throughout the game. Said big one against Douglas next week, then back home against Clinton, and then finish on the road at Cache next couple weeks. We'll pull up the schedule at some point probably here in the fourth quarter, show that to you. And then you potentially
Case and Meyer with
got some playoff games here.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you win your district, you probably have the first two at home, kind of like last year. Going to play that fourth-ranked team out of 4A2. Tecumseh, Bethany, one of those type of guys probably.
Mm-hmm.
I think Tuttle and Blanchard will finish 1-2 in that one. Big one tonight in our old district, MacArthur.
That's right.
And
Midwest
City's in town. Not sure what the score is on that one.
I've not kept up on that one yet.
I will try and get it in a second.
Going to be a handoff, and Antuna is back in there. Man, good strong running. We talk about it all the time, but Braxton's just got a strong lower body. And, Agent Zero is Jared Williams adds to the different nicknames that we've given.
MacArthur, 22-14 over Midwest City. MacArthur all the way up to number 3.
Yeah.
And 5A at the moment.
I was talking to somebody recently that, 5A is very top-heavy. I think that you can make a really good case that with some of the losses that MacArthur is the third-best team. Just the issue is after Carl Albert and Del City, what's the drop-off and where – how good can MacArthur be? We've obviously seen them this year. Took care of business, Elgin did. It's going to be high
changes.
Snap.
My understanding is they made some changes on the offensive line and also kind of got more involved in the run game the last couple weeks, and that's really made a difference for those guys.
Definitely more passing or running with the quarterback, Lachlan, and they lost some good running backs the past couple of years. Probably the best team Brett Manning has had in probably about 3 years since they made that semifinal run. And, going to be interesting to see how that district plays out. They'll take on McGinnis later this year.
Now we're going to letting some of that clock turn. And
Corday Ritchie in the game. Jackson Sutherland in the game.
Seeing us huddle a little, and we don't do that very often as well.
Ran into Mrs. Laura at halftime, and she said, man, I got to be honest, I was nervous to start the game, but it got better. And Corday gets the handoff. Corday's going to the 30. He's going to maneuver his way to the 20 inside the red zone. Corday Ritchie to the 13-yard line.
Yeah, we talk about it all the time when he does get the ball. Only a sophomore, but like I said, they like the things that they see from him, and right there you saw some of that athletic ability and some of that wiggle that he has once he has the ball in his hands, and good job by him of getting some big positive yards right there. Get you inside of that Rising Eagle Brewery red zone.
Yes, sir.
Great job on the replay there by Southwest Bedliner. Producer Chris Balvance.
8:39 and ticking is we've got 1st and 10 from the 13. Line to gain is the 3, but let's be honest, they're trying to get it in the end zone. Little pop pass to Corday. Corday's going to break it up the middle and be brought down after breaking 1 tackle. Looked like a couple of Eagles there, including Rother and Austin Burkeen.
Don't see him in the game right now, but got to give a huge shout-out to the offensive line of really containing C.J. Nixon today from his defensive end spot. Like I said, I mean, one of those big-time pass rushers. And
we haven't heard his name almost all game.
No.
I think he had one.
He had one catch maybe?
Yeah, and then he had the one defense. He had the one kind of tackle for loss when it looked like the Eagles might have some momentum, down only by a touchdown. And then, the only other thing he really did was kind of cause that PI call on Josh, with his size, as Antuna is going to go up the middle. Tiny is going to be brought down inside the 5. I don't know if he's quite got the first down.
He's a little short,
Probably
looks
a little
like.
short.
So going to be 3rd down and short right here. Allow us to run a little bit more time, though.
Heard from a old writing partner of mine, or a friend of mine who spent some time in Western Oklahoma at, I believe, went to school at SWASU, and so knew Weatherford pretty well. And man, he texted me at halftime and said, "Oh, holy moly, you guys weren't messing around tonight." And so it's going to be a handoff to Antuna. Braxton's in the end zone. Touchdown, Tiny. Touchdown, Elgin.
Yeah, just an inside zone read right there, and big hole, and Braxton used his speed and short stature to fight through the line and get all the way in there for another touchdown. Braxton's 2nd touchdown of the night makes it 55-7. All Elgin Owls. And on in for the extra point right here.
High
snap. Good
Kick
job
is
of Kaysen.
Up. Good
Getting
job
it down.
by Kaysen.
It's going to make it 56-7. You're watching Elgin Owl football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Southwest Foot and Ankle Clinic has specialized in the medical and surgical treatment of the foot and ankle for the past 40 years. And they provide all treatments under one roof. From x-rays, radial pulse therapy treatment, to surgical treatments, all with one goal in mind: providing the highest quality medical care with good old-fashioned Oklahoma compassion. Call to set up an appointment today. Southwest Foot and Ankle, 580-357-8720.
.646 to go in this ball game. Elgin 56, Weatherford 7.
Another Wayne's driving kickoff.
Might need to stop by Wayne's on the way home and get a little yum in my belly.
Joe said that sounds like a great idea.
Yeah. Well, come on, everybody. Let's go to Wayne's. Kick is up, and he's going to be called off and hauled in at about the 30. So that is where Weatherford will take over. Going to be interesting to see,
R&J Motors drive summary. Nice little drive by the Owls offense right there, mostly on the ground. Had a great pass on 3rd down to Adam Eaton to pick up the 1st down. And was all capped off by the 4-yard touchdown run. Braxton Antuna's 2nd of the night. Your R&J Motors drive summary. Here in a minute, we're going to pull up, in between plays, we'll probably pull up the schedule. Brought to you by the Orchard Group, and see what's going on the rest of the year.
It's going to be a run play, and looked like Deal kind of got the business end of that one.
Yeah, Jake Deal in there with the tackle. Stick around after the game. We'll bring you the Ann's Country Kitchen post-game show where we'll name our K5 Overhead Doors offensive player and
defensive player of the game.
our Elgin Roofing defensive player of the game. Hopefully we can get those guys with a quick interview with Joe as well. Got some good nominees for tonight.
I think so.
I mean, obviously Ritson did his job on the ground and catching the ball, but offensive line also did a wonderful job. Defensively, Bryce Martin with the huge play there. Josh Adesola, obviously got to give him some credit as well, covering Mr. Nixon all night and not allowing any huge plays. So, obviously Colin Donnelly was in on a bunch of tackles as well. So, be interesting to see who Glenn and I conjure up.
And, yeah, putting my thinking cap on right now.
Enjoy the last day of fall break tomorrow. Back to normal school on Monday. I still got to go to work tomorrow.
I don't, so.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, I'm happy for me. It's going to be a handoff.
I was in Florida all week, so I hadn't been to work yet.
Yeah, that's fair.
I
think you won. And let's be honest, I'm probably just going to do yard work tomorrow. So
5-17 and counting.
Paraguay.
Big win, obviously, for the
huge win. And you know, win
emphatic
into the game.
fashion, too.
Yeah, and went into the game. This was a prove-it game for both sides, but really for Weatherford. Because if you want to be taken seriously as a top 10, maybe even top 5 team, you're going to play these sorts of teams. You're going to play these sorts of teams in the playoffs, and you got to show what you're about. And you know what? They hit us in the mouth in the second quarter, but, boy, Elgin hit back hard. And they're going to take a handoff here, and he's going to be wrapped up, and it looks like Richie was the last one in there.
Yeah.
Corday playing on both sides of the ball tonight.
Yeah, Corday Ritchie, Jake Deal in there for the tackle.
Kobe was kind of one of the last ones in there, and it looks like
got
we
Jackson
also got
Sutherland in there, Brady Paraguay.
Yeah, and
number 80.
Yeah,
oh, that's Caleb Adesola, I believe.
That's right. We're going to need to get some updated rosters with some of these kind of freshman players seeing some
Yeah,
of
I
the
think
field.
last week Caleb was the practice player of the week and got the dress. And I believe that's Caleb was wearing 80, but we'll double check that for you.
Handoff up the middle and met by a bunch of Owls and going to be slowed eventually. And
Dylan Johnson also in there at a corner spot.
Yeah, Dylan.
Number 12.
And then we're going to see Lohman come in for Hunter Jackson. And as usual, Hunter doing all the dirty work.
Yeah, great job by him tonight as well, kind of playing over top of C.J. Nixon all night.
So
3:46 and counting.
Yeah, big win here as they're just going to kind of run the rest of this game out. They've got some of their backups in, and they're going to run with their running back number 2. I believe that's
number 9.
Number 2 in terms of the depth chart.
Yep.
Yeah, Victor Garcia, we're number 9. Yeah, I worded that weird. That's fair. And
yeah, let's pull up the schedule real quick and show you what we got the rest of the way here. You got the Orchard, brought to you by the Orchard Group, Morgan Stanley. So on the road next week at Douglas.
Only 3 games
Only
remaining.
3
Where
games
is
in the regular
season
season,
gone?
right?
Holy Moses.
Big one at home against Clinton in 2 weeks, and then obviously Battle of Wichita's at Cache. It's the remaining schedule brought to you by the Orchard Group and Morgan Stanley.
Up the middle is Cash and Skinner. Skinner going to be brought down within the red zone there. That
a little under 3 minutes now to go. Weatherford's just kind of running out some clock as well. So, yeah, we're going to Douglas next week. Said one that we should
Douglas,
take advantage
Douglas
of.
used to be decent. They're very good at basketball most years. I believe state champions back-to-back years. Beat Weatherford, actually, the past couple of years. And Weatherford is going to run it again with Mr. Skinner down to about the 5.
Big one, obviously, against Clinton. Clinton's always tough.
Yes.
Had the big win last week against Elk City. But, yeah, we will have all the action for you next week from the city against Douglas. Listen to this, guys. I hear that there is an elevator to get up to the press box.
Yes!
Oh, thank
So
goodness.
so no lugging all this equipment up to the rest.
You know,
I could be wrong about that.
Because I do
but that's-
so much work lugging all that heavy equipment. It's going to be met.
But yeah, from my understanding, we have a elevator to get up to that press box. So we're excited about that. Big one in the SEC this week. Texas and Oklahoma, Texas and Georgia.
Yeah, Sadie was asking the real question. I mean, elevators, all that's great, but Sadie's like, "Where am I at?" I'm like,
Sadie, we're going to keep you close from now on.
You're a precious cargo at this point. Yeah, we're going to stuff them. And, man, you know this Black Flag defense loves its shutouts. They want to keep them out of the – this feels a lot like that Piedmont game last year where it's like, look. Yeah, well, I guess it's not a shutout. We already gave them a touchdown earlier, but still.
I think they picked up the first, so they're going to get 4 new downs here. But let's see if that defensive front can bend but don't break and keep them out of the end zone with 57 and counting to go. Yeah, but I mean, what can you say? I mean, like I said, coming into this one, knew if we handled business, we would win. But obviously, tough opponent. And knew we had some. Oh, got in there. Knew this one was going to be a tough one, but came away with the big victory. Obviously, now it's going to make it 56-13. I think we were able to get our paid sponsors in. Is that right, Mr. Chris?
Got him in twice. No, we got
2 more.
Okay.
So after this kick, we will go to commercial break.
3 more, he says.
3 more. Okay.
Close enough.
Again, I want to thank all of our sponsors. Without you guys, this isn't able for us to bring this great broadcast to you. Well, that one's up and good. So you're watching Elgin Isle football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
41 seconds left to go. It's all academic at this point. The Sharpie is going to be drying soon because this one is permanent. This one's a win. This is not much left to do, but take a couple more knees and that's about it. But yeah, big win tonight. Already see the news channel guys setting up for their stand-ups as we get another Wayne's driving kickoff. Come on, Ari, let's go to Wayne's. Kick is up. It is deep. It is through the hands of Corday Ritchie, but he's going to corral it at the 1. He's going to slowly make his way upfield, and he's going to be grabbed by the face mask. They're going to throw a flag there. I don't care how much time is left. You can't do that. And they're going to come away with the win. An emphatic win over a team that was ranked 7th in Class 4A. That tells you all you need to know about Elgin football right now, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean we're a fast-moving downhill train at the moment. Obviously, got three left to go in the regular season, and then on to potentially the playoff push. With this win, I believe that locks up a playoff spot for us, but definitely puts us in first place in the district, the only undefeated team in the district now, so obviously we control our own destiny. If we can win first in our district, we would get 2 home games if we were able to win week 1 in the playoffs. Get that second one back here in the nest. Trace takes the knee, probably got 1. Nope, that should do it.
Yeah, we didn't see any backup quarterbacks tonight, really, but we also didn't need to pass the ball really in the second half.
No.
And, so 56-14 will be our final score. They're going to wrap it up. We're going to wrap it up.
When we come back, we're going to take a quick break. get those last sponsors taken care of. Then we'll be back with your Ann's Country Kitchen postgame show. Your watch sit, and it is final now. Time is finally cooked off the clock. So you're watching Elgin Isle football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Lawton Community Health Center's high-quality health care is convenient to wherever you are in the region. We're here for you, whether it's our main clinic on Southwest Lee Boulevard or any of our other locations in Lawton. LCHC has additional clinics in Marlow, Comanche, Cache, Medicine Park, Apache, Elgin, and Burns Flat, with more on the way. Enjoy peace of mind knowing quality care from experienced providers is always available. LCHC, your hometown healthcare.
Your job can get dirty. You need a solution. At Waste Solutions, we offer front-end loaders, roll-off containers, and dumpsters for any job, large or small. We also provide residential trash services for Lawton's outlying communities. We've got a solution for small businesses, contractors, construction companies, and everybody in between. We're a locally owned company, and we've been serving our community for 21 years. We love Southwest Oklahoma, and we take care of our own. Every dirty problem has a solution. Waste Solutions. Click or call today.
Got Coach Wyatt with Joe Absher. We're trying to get the technical difficulties worked out.
Hello. All right.
Hey, there we go, Joe.
Here with Coach Wyatt. Coach Wyatt, take the number 17 in 4A to a 56-14 victory. Give us your overall thoughts on the game.
Man, I'm proud of our guys. We knew this was a big one, and we wanted to gear up for it. And they were geared up.
Yes, sir, and I'm pretty good finishing touches on it there to end the game. So good luck next week, and keep up the district's play.
All right, that was Coach Wyatt with Joe. Welcome to the Ann's Country Kitchen post-game show. The famous Ann's has great breaded chicken, fried steaks, burgers, Indian tacos, and don't forget their homemade pies, cheesecakes, and homemade cinnamon rolls, biscuits, and dinner rolls. Experience the difference Ann's way. Welcome to the post-game show brought to you by Ann's Country Kitchen. Glenn, what do you say? 56-14 against the number 7 team in the state. Pretty cool deal.
That was impressive.
Yeah, like I said, 14-7. Kind of a little nervous. Some punts.
I think there's a lot of revisionist history. Once you've beaten a team by a lot, you're like, how good was that team? Was that team?
Right.
That is not a bad Weatherford team.
No, it's a very good football team.
Stone Chisholm does more at the quarterback position than most of the quarterbacks we'll see this year, and they've got good skill position players, but it looks like we're getting our defensive player of the game and offensive player of the game interviewing with Joe right now. So let's go down to Joe.
We got the defensive player of the game right now here first, brought to you by Elgin Roofing.
We're here with the defensive player of the game, Bryce Martin. Bryce, so in the first quarter, I was impressed with they tried to make you run 50-yard sprints. Tell us about that one.
Sure, I don't know. They was just trying to test me or something. They was getting me tired. I don't know.
Yeah, and then we came back at the end of the first half. Tell us about that play.
Oh, the pick six. Hey, I was running. I seen the ball in there. I was like, oh, it's mine. And then I had the ball. I was like, oh, I'm gone. Take it to the crib.
Yes,
hey, that's
sir.
3.
Yes, sir. He said, Vincent said that's 3 on the year. 3 picks, 3 pick sixes. That's how you do it. Congratulations. Good job.
That's your Elgin Roofing defensive player of the game, Bryce Martin, and now your K5 offensive player of the game, K5 Overhead Doors offensive player of the game, Ritson Meyer.
Down here with Ritson, and pretty big game on the ground. Tell us about it.
Yes, sir. Hey, we knew they were coming in tough. Line knew, I knew how to pound it, and just nobody can stop me when I'm going, man.
And it's impressive when you guys come out, and I hear Jason, those guys just say, we want to start off good. We take the ball, and you just do that.
Yeah, we were definitely rowdy in the locker room. We wanted this one, and we got it done.
One other question here. There was one reception. I just want to know what your thoughts were on that one.
Oh my!
What about the quarterback on that one? How about that?
I don't think there could have been a worse ball thrown. But I mean, back shoulder, I like to say. And
that stop route, you got it in. So congratulations, and keep up the good work.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
That is spoken like a big brother right there.
So, again, your defensive player of the game brought to you by Elgin Roofing. Roof work is necessary after severe storms, so call those guys today at 580-512-9463. Elgin Roofing. Defensive player of the game, Bryce Martin. Your overhead door, K5. Offensive player of the game with over 200 yards of total offense today. About 170 or so on the ground and another 50-something through the air, and that one catch of his brother's poorly thrown ball per him. But good job by Ritzmeyer, is named as your K5 overhead door offensive player of the game. Let's put a bow on this one, Glenn.
This has been really fun, and it's only going to get more fun from here. I know last year, the last 3 games of the year, or last 2 to 3, district games were kind of
slobber knockers.
Yeah, and they were almost like pre-playoffs.
Yeah.
It's when you get ready for a big test when you're in school, you get ready for your midterms, you cram, and you try to remember everything that you know. And I think all you can do from here on in is just really take care of business. Just do all the little things, all the details that you've been doing all season long. Take care of the next couple weeks, and the real fun begins. Third week of November. It'll be here.
It's going to be here in no time. And like I said, right now we control our own destiny. We put ourselves in the perfect position to get those home playoff games moving forward. And it's a tough place to play, the Nest. I can only imagine what it would be like if we were able to get that number 1 seed and continue on here in the Nest. So I think that's going to be it, man. Let's get out of here, guys.
Yeah, well, thanks to Ann's Country Kitchen for the post-game show sponsorship. We want to thank everybody for watching Oklahoma Sports Network, not only tonight, but all season long. For producer Chris Balvance, for camera operator Sadie Hightower, for Vincent Saylor, I'm Glenn Brockenbush, wishing you a happy and healthy weekend. And as always, go Owls.
Woo!
Thanks for watching this presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.